君の笑顔見たいから伝えるよ大好きです5等分のエピソード胸を熱くさせるの空と海のグラデーション潮風が髪揺らせば旅が始まるね上機嫌なサンダル時を歩こう隣なロンジェドキドキ気づいてますか昨日よりも何歩も近い距離12345君の笑顔見たいから伝えるよ大好きです次はラボのつばを上げて目熱く見つめるよ好きなハートを叩くたびに少しキュンってなる感じまた自覚させられてくそうよ君こそ結ばれる人なんです映画「五等分の花嫁」君と過ごした5つの思い出お兄ちゃんおかえり
Hello and welcome to the Streaming Parson plays the Quintessential Quintuplets 5 memories spent with you. And today, we're about I'm gonna say we're just under around halfway. I feel like the all route is gonna be slightly longer. I feel that's just the way the game would naturally feel. So I would say slightly less than halfway. We're about halfway through the game. We got 3 more routes to play through. But before that, I want to do an option thing because I feel like changing things up a little bit. So, right, I use this. Master volume.
上杉くん上杉さん風太郎風太郎くん
なんだお了解
We're gonna change it up. I just want to have a different voice. As great as Raiha is, we gotta get some Nino voice and more Nino voice in here. So, whoops, why do I keep doing that? So we have a couple more routes to play through. I don't think it matters if I pick from here. No, I don't want to pick from here. Go back. I guess we just start a new, start the game from the beginning. We have a couple more routes to go through. No. Now we got we got 3 more routes to go through. Well, we have to play through 2 more sister routes before we go through the extra 6 route. So we have Yotsuba's route, and we have Itsuki's route. Just gotta send a quick message out real quick. So, you think that, like, we're gonna go, you know, well, you think we just go, like, after the Miku route, which we finished last stream. I should have. do a quick recap of last stream. So last stream we played through the entirety, well, almost the entirety of the Miku route. And after that, you'd think that, like, okay, so after Miku, we're actually gonna pick Yotsuba, right? But I feel like mixing things up a little bit and not play Yotsuba's next. We're gonna play the Itsuki route. Because it's not like I started the stream series going with Ichika anyway. So we're doing our 4th run with Itsuki, which sounds kind of funny when you say that out loud. Just give me a sec here. Whoops. Yeah, we're gonna skip this part. The very beginning.
よう、待たせたな。
どうしてここに？
お前に会うためだ。
何をやっているんですか？あなたが来るべきなのはここじゃありません。だってあなたはずっとあの子のことを、京都での出会いを。その今のは。
Oh,
6年前は関係ない。
She just outed herself in this route. Lots of Itsuki lore that we're not gonna delve too much into, but basically, in the Seven Goodbyes arc, when Futaro was kind of at a low in his life, one of the sisters disguised themselves to be the girl that Futaro met. Well, 6 years ago at this point, but 5 years in during that part of the story. Timeline be doofy, but basically what you, the audience, know is that it was Itsuki who disguised herself. But for the most part, Futaro doesn't know that Itsuki was the one who disguised herself. So, and the manga never resolves that because it didn't matter if Futaro ever found out that it was Itsuki pretending to be the girl he met like 6 years prior. But in that line just now, Itsuki outed herself. Is it gonna matter? Probably not really. I mean, at this point you gotta know that, like, this is now the canon ending.
それはもう本当にあの子のことはどうでもいいってことなんですか？
それも違う。あの時彼女が俺に道を示してくれたことには今でも感謝している。あの出会いがなければ俺は自分を変えるって考えに至らないまま生き方に迷い続けていただろうな。情けない話だが俺にはいつだって道を示してくれる誰かが必要なんだよ。今の俺にとってそれはお前だ。樹という存在だ。この1年半進むべき方向に迷った時にはお前が行き先を示してくれた。これからもお前にそばにいてほしい。そして俺自身もまた樹が迷う時には道を示せるような存在となりたい。樹に必要だと思ってもらえるような人間に。お前のことが好きだ、樹。
私は
樹。樹、お前の気持ちを聞かせてくれないか？嫌いでもそういう対象として見てないでもいい。そんな答えかもしれないってのは覚悟してる。
わかりません。
え？
嫌いだなんてことは決してありません。私はあなたを友人として尊敬しています。けれど、今、あなたに、そう言われて、こんなにも心が苦しくて、でも、決して嫌なだけの苦しみではなくて、嬉しいとも違う気持ちもあって。これは、この思いは何なのでしょう。
いつき。
そもそも、恋という気持ちが何なのかも私には分からなくて。だから、今、ここで答えることが、できません。
そうか。
でも、あなたの思いから、逃げたくはありません。あなたに覚悟を敷いておいて、おかしな話だというのは分かっています。けれど、どうか時間をください。必ず答えを出します。
わかった。
すみません。
謝ることねえよ。俺だって答えを出すのにここまでお前らを待たせたんだ。
その上、こんな答えだなんて、まさかすぎます。
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking
だ
about.
ろうな。
Totally the canon
俺だって
ending.
思った。それだけ。この問題は難しかった。まったく。お互い難問に取り組むことになっちまったな。
ええ。答えが出るまで、付き合ってくださいね、先生。
あの夜から5ヶ月、いつきは悩んだ末に、俺の気持ちを受け入れてくれた。俺
Oh?
は詳しいことは知らないが、その決意の裏には、4人の姉からのアドバイスや、叱咤激励があったらしい。
So, we're at the point where I can't, like, beat around anymore. If you're watching this stream, I'm sorry, but now you're in full spoiler territory. So, in the manga, and the reason why I just decided not to play the Yotsuba route after playing the Miku route was because in the manga, massive spoilers, and you cannot want, like, if you don't want spoilers for this manga, just leave. That's okay, but Futaro picks Yotsuba at the end of the festival. And so the reason why Itsuki felt so guilty in this scene, which is there's a little bit of an incongruency that was just like bothering me. That's why like I have to spoil the manga and I have to talk about it. Is that Itsuki didn't actually bother waiting in the classroom in the manga. She didn't wait for him there. She actually left because she already knew Futaro was going to pick Yotsuba. She already knew that. And she left the classroom and waited for him in the hallway when he was chasing after Yotsuba. Futaro stops to talk to her, but Itsuki says, no, go after her. And then points like, Yotsuba went this way, go after her. And so, she would not have waited in the classroom. So, that's already a big, inconsistency. And the other thing too is that the whole girl from 6 years ago, Itsuki knew about that because Yotsuba was the one who told Itsuki to pretend to be her in the past. And then there's a little detail that Futaro's given this narration detail. It's like, Futaro mentions, I don't know the details, but apparently she had the advice and encouragement from her 4 sisters behind her decision. That probably would have been a big part of that, and maybe the playthrough will kind of give us a story of that, of Yotsuba kind of giving Itsuki her blessing. Which would have been something that Yotsuba would have done in all the routes. And I didn't talk about it in the other routes because I tried to not give away the canon ending. But for Itsuki, it's interesting. And the reason why Itsuki hesitated in the classroom is because in the manga, what happened was Itsuki, and this is where like you have to kind of think of like Itsuki was the biggest loser out of all the girls. Because Itsuki was too busy kind of like, well, one, butting heads with Futaro because they kind of throw insults at each other. But the other thing too is that Itsuki, she liked acting as Futaro's friend and his confidant when he had like certain things in his life going on. And so, because she kept playing that, like, basically Itsuki friend-zoned herself is the best way of saying it. She friend-zoned herself. And so, in the manga, Itsuki didn't really realize that she had feelings for him until after he had chosen Yotsuba. Because there's like a little, in one of the 6 chapters after he chose her, there's like a 6-chapter mini story about how each girl kind of deals with Futaro choosing Yotsuba. One of those chapters is about Itsuki being like a tutor, and a little kid talks about like middle school romances. And Itsuki's, she struggles through like, how do I relate to a kid going through love problems? And then watching Nino and Yotsuba kind of conflict, because Nino takes it like very badly that she doesn't get chosen. Itsuki, she realized she actually empathizes a lot with Nino, because Itsuki realized, oh wait, I felt that. That's what I was actually feeling this whole time. I felt the same way. I just wasn't honest about it until it was too late. And I did nothing. And so, well, she does do a little something, but that's whatever. But for the most part, Itsuki kind of came to terms with like, oh, I kind of totally dropped the ball with this one. And so, in a way, like, Itsuki ended up being the biggest loser in the story because of that. So, it was kind of neat that they touched upon that a little bit. That Itsuki didn't know, if he were to walk up to her in the classroom, she actually wouldn't really know how to respond, because at least to keep congruency with the manga, Itsuki would have been like, oh, I'm not sure how I don't know if I feel that way about Futaro yet. Even though she kind of always has, but she just never was as honest about it as the other sisters were. Oh, I had to get that off my chest. I was like, I can't hold it in. I'm like, not spoiling the manga. Alright, let's continue the playthrough.
まったく。これからもあいつらには頭が上がらないぜ。もちろんだが、あいつらと俺の関係にも、五つ子同士の関係にも変化があったが、
Yeah, all this
全
is
て
the
がある
same.
べき場所に落ち着いた気がする。
Let him ramble.
いつしか卒業が目前になった。
上杉くん、
うん。
上杉くん、起きて。
あ、
おはようございます。風太郎くんを見てたら私も眠くなってきたよ。風邪ひいちゃう。そんなとこで寝てないで早く起きなさいよ。
あれ、結婚式を。
結婚式？何を急に？これは寝ぼけてるな。
いや、そんな夢を見たような。
あなたがこんなところで寝るのもですが、そんなこと。
Oh no, I did it again.
全員の進路も無事に決まって、
Yeah, we good.
安心して疲れが出たんじゃな。
うん。って待て。お前はまだ卒業できるか決まってないだろ。
そうでした。卒業式後の試験に合格すれば OK なんだよね。うん。休学扱いだったけど特別措置ってことでね。学校側がいろいろ配慮してくれたんだ。
ただし不合格なら容赦なく留年だ。予断を許さない状況であることは自覚しろ。
分かってますって。せっかくチャンスをもらえたんだもん。みんなと卒業するためにも本気出すよ。上杉さんがついてれば大丈夫。私だって大学に合格させてもらえたんだからね。いつきも希望通りの学校に合格できたし。ええ。こうして教師という夢へ一歩近づけたのは上杉くんのおかげです。
まあ、本当に大変だったが、この結果はお前ら自身の努力と積み重ねの結果なんだ。胸を張っていいぜ。はい。
ありがとうございます。
ニノとミクは春から二人で料理の専門学校か。
そうね。私まで大学に進学しないことになっちゃったのは申し訳ないんだけど。
いや、気にするな。大学だけが進路じゃないさ。なあ、イチカ。
私も高校を無事に卒業したら女優の道へと邁進する予定ですので。
とっくにしてる気がするけど。
確かに。
それにしても大学だけが進路じゃないなんて、出会った頃の君を思うと信じられないセリフだな。
いや、それはまあ。
上杉さんにとっては東京の大学に進むのが一番の進路だったってことですね。
東京ですか。こうして話していると改めてもうすぐ新しい生活が始まるのだと感じますね。
どうなっていくのかしら。未だに想像できないわ。私たちはここでは一緒だけど、上杉さんは。
そうだ。俺はもう今までのようにこいつらと同じ時を過ごすことはできなくなる。
だから嬉しかったんだ。風太郎が卒業旅行を提案してくれて、高校最後の思い出作りなんてあなたが言うなんて、これもまた想像できなかったことですね。
まあな。高校最後の思い出作り、それももちろん本心だが、何よりも俺はこの旅行であいつに男を見せるんだ。そうか。さっき結婚式の夢なんて見ちまったのもこの決意ゆえかもしれないな。何しろ俺はこの旅行であいつと。
上杉くん、急に考え込んでどうしました？
いや、なんでもない。そんなことよりもだ。行き先を決めようぜ。今日はそのために集まったんだろ。
とか言って、さっきまで寝てたのはどこの誰かしらね。
あ
これは迷うな。いっそ海外って手もあるよね。
いや、ねえよ。
え、なんで？
旅費だ、旅費。俺をお前らと一緒に住んじゃねえ。行き先は近場だ。
旅費なら出すよ。
いや、待て。いくらなんでもそれは。
安心して、おごりなつもりはないから。出世払いってことで。
まあ、そういうことなら。
となれば、どこがいいですかね。せっかくですし、遠くに行きましょう。
No, it doesn't matter.
ああ、せっかくだしな。
ですよね。じゃあここはやっぱり海外行っちゃいます？
ほう、よほど語学力に自信がついたと見えるな。ならば見せてもらおうじゃないか。通訳なしで旅ができるかどうか。
それは無理。では5人で指差しするのはどうですか？
俺の意見は？
結果は知れてるけどね。
俺もそう思う。
じゃあせーので行くよ。
せーの、ここ。
ほらな。
予想通り見事に全員バラバラだ。
5つ子ってめんどくせえ。
やはり北海道の食べ物は魅力的ですね。でもまだ寒くない？雪も多いかも。
やっぱりそこよね。雪か。いっそ春スキーに行くのもいいかも。
となると長野？ついでに温泉も楽しめそう。
新潟もありですね。
でもスキーじゃあんまり卒業旅行って感じしなくない？
ああ、それはある。
じゃあ。
いい加減にしろ！
どうしました上杉さん。
どうしましたじゃねえ！いつまで揉めてる気だ！もう1時間は経ったぞ！
だってせっかくなんだから納得いくところにしたいんだもの。
この調子じゃ絶対に決まらないだろ。もういい、俺が決める。
そうですね。 実を言うと決まる気がしないので。ここは風太郎に決めてもらうのが良さそう。
任せろ。お前らそれぞれの希望は散々聞かされたからな。全てを満たす場所を示してやる。それは沖縄だ。
沖縄？
この時期の沖縄は寒くなく暑すぎずのいい気候でのんびりできるはずだ。
ほうほう。
海の素晴らしさは言うまでもなく、マリンスポーツをはじめとするアクティビティも盛んだ。
ですね。
海だけではなく独自の自然の美しさも堪能できる。名高いパワースポットも多くある。
確かにそうね。
海産物に代表される豊富な食材、それらを生かした料理を楽しめる。
なるほ
どうだ、これ以上の場所があるか？
ど。いえ、お見事です。
これは決まりでしょ。さすがは上杉さん。
最初から決めてもらえばよかったかな。
それだとすぐ近くにされてたと思う。
まあ否定しないが。
あ、そうです。ライハちゃんも一緒に行きませんか？
ライハも？いや、しかし旅費が。
細かいことは気にしないでください。私が連れて行きたいんですから。なんと言いますか。
Yo, she played the offensive card already!
そうか。ならライハも頼む。
何二人で真っ赤になってるのよ。
He's keep playing the big cards
仕方
though.
ないだろ。いつきのやつ自分で言い出しておいて赤くなるし。
家族同然だなんて返事を散々待たせたくせに気が
Yo
早いわね。
Doodle
待たせて
incidents.
しまったのは結婚のことまでちゃんと考えて返事をしたから
Yo,
です。
that's the big cards being played.
そっかそっか。そうだったね。めちゃくちゃ悩んでたもん、いつきちゃん。
いつきはどんな時でも真面目で一生懸命だからね。
私ちょっと用事を思い出しま
Yo, that funny face though.
いつき、どう落ち着いて。
Okay, that's pretty funny.
そうか。いつきはそこまでの覚悟で俺に向き合ってくれたのか。だったら俺もいつきの覚悟にきっちり向き合っていかなければ。それは分かってるんだが、いつきとの仲は告白した時から大して進展していないんだよな。俺もいつきも受験があったわけで正直余裕なんてなかったんだが、
That
受
makes
験が
sense.
終わったとはいえ、俺が上京する以上、ここから先はいわゆる遠距離恋愛を余儀なくされるんだ。互いに覚悟があるとはいえ、恋愛初心者同士の遠距離恋愛、正直言って不安しかない。だからこの旅行を通していつきとの絆をもっと深めたい。そのためにもこの旅行中に俺からキスをする。まあ逆を言えばキスすらまだだってことなんだが、上杉風太郎、ここが勝負の時だ。
いちか、ちゃんと合格しなさいよ。
当然。沖縄旅行って目標ができたから、ますます気合が入るよ。
おや？
お邪魔しております。
君にお父さんと呼ば。
おいおいおい、ここでいきなりは想定外なんだが、しかし。
お帰りなさい、お父さん。
ああ、ただい。
もう少し遅いかと思ってたわ。
少し。
普通に会話というか、親父さん、こいつらと親父さんの関係も。
ところで。
卒業旅行の。
卒業。
はい、上杉くんの提案で
ほう。
言ってもいい？
そうだね。家庭教師としての役目を全うしてくれた。
ありがとうございます。
待ちたまえ。
はい。
この後家族で夕食のよ。
喜んでお前。
いい返事。
全然、全く嬉しそうに見えない。
上杉くん、機嫌は悪くないと思いますよ。多分。
本当かよ。
では支度をしてくる。
相変わらず、お父さんのことは苦手。
なかなかな。
じゃあ、この後の食事で打ち解けていきましょう。大丈夫ですよ。美味しいご飯があれば、
だといい。これまで色々あったし、多少は俺のことも認めてはくれてる。娘との問題となれば、父親としては黙ってられないよな。だが、この先を考えれば、いずれは親父さんとも和解しないと。前途多難だぜ。それから数日、ついに、俺たちは卒業式の日を迎えた。
はあ。式も終わったし、ついに卒業しちゃったんだね。
何をしみじみしているのかしら。あんたはまだ証書をもらえて
Which
ない
is
じゃ
skips
ない。
to the scene. This scene's always the same.
でも、その前に卒業旅
Not
行
so much
で
the
すね。
same.
楽しみです。
おう。プランはお前らが作ってくれるんだろ。俺を満足させてくれるものなのか、お手並み拝見だ。
Right, the dialogue itself is the same. It's just which girl that says it changes. Right, that's why the skip stopped.
任せなさい。終わった頃には大満足してるはずよ。
うん。ちょっと自信ある。
Just gonna. Whoops. Not again.
別に風太郎くんを満
Okay, we
足
good.
させるとか、
Just gotta
そんな
deal
趣
with
旨
this
じゃないよ
webcam
ね。
problem again.
まったくです。上杉くんらしいですが。
おい、風太郎、記念写真撮っておくぞ。
そんなにさ。
君の笑顔見たいから。
We're gonna skip that this time.
うわぁ、テンション高いな。
飛行機が着陸したあたりからずっとああだね。テンションが振り切れてるよ。
声が大きいわよ。周りの人がこっち見てるじゃない。
くそ。しかし、本州とは全く。
だから声が大きいのよ。
ごめんなさい。こんなお兄ちゃんで。ライハちゃんが謝ることないよ。
らしいといえばらしいもんね。結構俗っぽいというか、子供っぽいところがあるというか。
それに気持ちもわかります。なんというか、非日常な場所に来たという感じがしますから。ワクワクする。連れてきてくれてありがとうございます。
いえいえ、みんなで沖縄を楽しもうね。
ああ、お前も無事に来られてよかったぜ。試験も合格。晴れて堂々と卒業旅行だ。
君のおかげだよ。ありがとね、風太郎くん。
いちかも頑張ったよ。ちゃんと仕事と両立できてたのはさすがだね。
おお、これはお姉ちゃんとしての威厳もアップしちゃったみたいだね。ふふん、もっと褒めてくれてもいいよ。
調子に乗らない。じゃあまずは旅行プランの確認をしておきましょう。ふうくんたちにはまだ説明してないわよね。
わかりました。それではこちらはどうぞ。わあ、これ旅のしおり。ええ、つい作ってしまいまして、はしゃぎすぎているみたいで恥ずかしいのですが。
いや、わかりやすくていいと思うぞ。こっちとしては助かる。
そうですか。では説明させていただきますね。日程は6日ですが、観光に使えるのは4日です。1日目の今日と最後の日は移動のみですから、明日はまず瀬長島海かじテラスという場所へ向かいます。
Okay. That sounds new to me. How do you say that? The Sanagajima Umikaji Terrace.
その後は首里城を見学、国際通りの観光に向かいます。
Okay, that's all on the second
3
day?
日目は海水浴です。やはり沖縄といえば美しい海ですからね。
Okay,
1日楽しみましょう。
beach day on day 3?
4日目は海洋博公園です。ここは美ら海水族館が特に有名ですよ。
Okay, the aquarium.
その後は美浜アメリカンビレッジへ向かいます。最後の日は沖縄ワールドとその周辺の観光地を
I think
巡っ
that's
て
new
終わり
too.
です。
So the Itsuki's route is panning out to be quite different. So we'll see how that looks.
有名どころとよく知らないところがあるな。これは楽しみだ。
見どころがあまりにも多くて、ここまで絞り込むのに苦労しました。
じゃあ今日はもうどこにも行かないってことだよな。
ホテルにチェックインして夕食にしようか。
じゃあ早速タクシーで。
いやいや、そりゃもったいないぞ。
え？
沖縄に来たんだし、ユイレールに乗ろうぜ。
はい。ですがユイレールに乗るならば出口。
なん
別に急ぐ必要ないのに。
本当にテンション高いわね。モノレールに乗ってる間に少しは落ち着いてくれるといいけど。すみません、あんなお兄ちゃんね。
Alright, now the game starts proper. The feelings you'd like to know. The Itsuki route. Let's do this thing. What a place this is! With a fancy lobby, pool and fitness center, and a convenient location with easy access to sightseeing spots. This really is what they call a luxury resort hotel. I never imagined I'd actually have a chance to step inside one.
お兄ちゃんこれ見て。このホテルレストランがたくさんある。
For real? This isn't... But isn't one place to eat at enough?
え？和食や洋食で分かれるものじゃないかな。
Oh, I see.
ここのホテルスイーツの評判もいいんですよ。
I love how...
ケーキが美味しいらしいです。
I love how there's a larger Discord of them talking about the restaurants at this hotel just because I played the Itsuki route. If you know, you know.
あと上の階のラウンジは夜景が素敵なんですって。夜になったら見に行ってもいいかもね。ホテルから夜景。大人の世界だ。カクテルグラスを傾けるんだね。そういうお店もありますよ。もちろん私たちはまだ飲んじゃダメですけど。
Oh no. This is so different from the hotel I imagined. I have no idea how much one night even costs.
上杉くん、顔色が悪いようですが大丈夫ですか？
I'm surprised she still calls him that. But we'll see if that changes. Well, I mean, is it really okay for us to stay here?
もちろんですよ。予約もしてありますので心配しないでください。
Wait, that's not what I meant. How much does one night cost here?
上杉くん、近くないですか？
Okay, that's the first major difference compared to manga Itsuki, which is part of like how the idea that's being projected here is that what used to be considered pretty normal for Futaro and Itsuki is now very strange to them because I'm playing the route where we picked her as our girlfriend because like yeah, him going up to her and whispering in her ear trying to like have private conversations, that was something they did all the time in the manga, but now that they're quote-unquote dating, Itsuki is very self-conscious. Oh, sorry.
何やってるのよ。ピーピー。こういう場所での突発ラブラブはお控えください。
See, and now Yosuba has to go make it weird.
してません。
We weren't doing anything. Nothing at all.
息ぴったり。
Come on. Stop teasing us. More than that. Is it really okay for us to stay here? Like, how much does one night even cost?
安いとは言えないかな。
Bruh.
いつもよりはちょっと贅沢しちゃってますね。
a little more. From my perspective, this is an outrageous indulgence, isn't it?
たまにはいいんじゃない？
Yeah, my guess is that like it's probably costs like I want to say like 1,500 for them a night for the group. Well, camera's so far out of sync. I just get turned off for a while. Yeah, it would cost them like about 1,500 a night for the group, because they have like 3 rooms between the 7 of them, so each room would be like 500 a night, and that may be lowballing it, because they may stay in like the more expensive rooms in this hotel, but on a low ball it'd be like 500 a night per room, and they take 3 rooms.
そうですよ。これは父からあなたへの感謝の気持ちでもあるようですから。
Huh?
はっきりと聞いたわけではありませんが、家庭教師の仕事をやり遂げたお礼という意味があるようです。
Yeah, he himself said that earlier. You guys were all there. I was there. Oh, I see.
つまり上杉さんは堂々と贅沢しちゃって OK なのです。
If that's the case, I should hold myself back and actually enjoy myself to the fullest.
お待たせ。チェックイン終わったよ。で、部屋はツインが4つなんだけど、どういう組み合わせにしよっか。
Okay, I forget that like initially it's 4 rooms, but it's gonna get shrunk down later. Every route's done that. Oh. Nope, that's not true. The Nino route did not do that. Like shrunk down the room arrangements. So if it's 4 rooms, and they're implied not to be like the bigger rooms because they only have twin beds in them. Yeah, I'm gonna say like $500 or $500 US per room per night, and they stay for 5 nights. So that's 2,000 times 5. That's like the rooms themselves is already 10 grand, and that's just for the rooms of this hotel. That doesn't account for the cost of like flights, which is not too bad if you're flying within country, and of course like all the stuff they eat, places they go, all those things. We're not counting any of that. Just the hotel rooms themselves is already like $10,000 US. All right, let's give this another shot. Come on. OBS is just being a jackass. It does this from time to time. All right.
広さってどこも同じ？
うん。間取りも設備も一緒だから不公平はないはず。
Yeah, it's the size of... Okay. So we're getting rooms for 2 people. Wait, does that mean each get... This guy's got his head in the gutter! No, that's definitely a no-go. No matter how long we've been dating, it's unthinkable for a man and woman to share a room.
上杉くん、部屋の希望は...
Ah! I gotta do the food also. Whoa!
何ですかその反応。
さては。
Nothing. I'll room with Raiha.
そうですよね。それが自然ですよね。むしろそれしかないって感じですね。
But see, even though Fudaro's like, oh, it's not fine for a man and woman to share a room, like, it's not like him and Itsuki have not been in a room. I mean, Raiha was there too, but Itsuki has slept in his room, so... Before.
おやおや、こっちもこっちで。
なんですか？
いつきちゃん、風太郎くんと同室がいい？
What the?
結構です。私はイチカと同室で。
はーい。よろしくね。
他はどうしよう。誰かが一人部屋になるけど。
Yeah, I don't know why, like, just them being stupid. It's like, okay, you got 4 rooms, 2 twin beds each. There are 8 beds, 7 people. 1 person's gonna be by themselves. The rational choice is always Futaro would be... Anyway, I don't know why I'm doing this discourse again in our fourth round.
じゃあ私が一人でいいよ。
Oh. Right, because they agreed that Futaro and Raiha would be in a room together. So now they're like, okay. Now that they're in a room, one of the sisters will be that by themselves. And Yosef was like, okay, that's gonna be me.
だったら私、お兄ちゃんとじゃなくて、
Okay.
四つ葉さんと一緒がい
And
い
then
な。
Raiha makes a move and goes, okay, never mind. We're gonna change it. Futaro will be in his by himself as usual. Raiha wants to go room with Yotsuba.
いいんですか、ライハちゃん。ではぜひ一緒の部屋で。
Wait, Raiha, you don't want a room with me? Even little Raiha is growing up, isn't she?
何目線？
そうじゃなくて、ほら、お兄ちゃんは一人の方がいいよね。
Huh? Why is that?
なんでって。ねえ、いつきさん。
Yo, so they're totally plotting something.
男性は上杉くん一人ですし、一人部屋というのは自然ですね。
Nice recovery.
それも違うんだけどな。
Raiha, you're way too young to be coming up with these kind of plots. Stop it.
ライハちゃんの方が大人だ。というよりも、ふうくんといつきがお子様なのよ。
Roasted. I don't really get it, but I don't mind having a single room. Raiha is all yours, Yotsuba.
任されました。じゃあ、私がミクとね。いいよ、よろしく。部屋割りは決まりですね。それでは早速。
Yeah, head to our rooms.
レストランで夕食にしまし
I feel like this is gonna happen a lot this playthrough. No, we'll go to our rooms first, right? What about our luggage?
それなら大丈夫だよ。ベルパーソンが運んでくれるし。
So that's how it works. I honestly can't believe how amazing these luxury hotels are.
言われてみれば、お腹空いてきた。それじゃあ行きましょう。はーい。
You know what I mean? We better have a dinner scene in the Itsuki route. I've referenced this in all the other routes. We better get it, or this is just... I would think this is super weird. Dinner scene. Come on, it would so be in character for them. Come on! Okay. It's probably the sisters talking among themselves during dinner time. No!
おお、本当に夜景が綺麗だ。評判通りだね。
Yo, Itsuki in a totally different outfit though.
綺麗ですね。
部屋からでもこんなに綺麗となると、ラウンジに期待しちゃうな。
Why didn't they just call it the Itsuki side? But whatever.
夕食も美味しかったし、明日からもご飯が楽しみだよ。
そういえば今何時でしたっけ？スマホ。
いつきちゃん？どうかした？
特にどうというわけではないのですが。
いや、どこからどう見てもそわそわしてるよ。何か気になることでもある？
いえ、別に。消灯時間は何時にしましょう？
決めなくてもよくない？修学旅行じゃないんだから、好きな時間に寝よう。
じゃあ、寝る前に少し出かけてもいいですか？
もしかして風太郎くんの部屋？
She's on to you. Damn.
そうです。
Just caught immediately.
上杉くんと話がしたくて。
わかった。いってらっしゃい。なんなら、そのまま風太郎くんの部屋にお泊まりしておいて。
Do not plant funny ideas in her head.
何を言ってるんですか？
大丈夫だって、風太郎くんは一人部屋なんだし。心配しなくても、ニノたちにバレないようにちゃんと口裏合わせてあげるからさ。
必要ありません。私はただ話をしに行くだけですので。
気が変わったら遠慮しないで連絡してね。
変わりません。もう、 行ってきますから。
Take a shot every time we hear the enormous and I'll say, "Mo."
あのいつきちゃんがこんな時間に風太郎くんの部屋にね、結構積極的になってきてるのかも。いい傾向だな。
さて、行くか。
Ugh. What should I do? They skipped the dinner scene. What kind of nonsense is this? How do you play an Itsuki route without, like... Nah, how can you skip the dinner scene in the Itsuki route? How could you do that? I guess we'll never see those hotel restaurants, huh? A hotel room is basically a room for sleeping, right? So why is it so big? I can't relax like this. It's too overwhelming. I need to do something. A smaller room would have been better since I'm alone. There's a desk and a chair, so I should just study then. It's not really made for studying though. Hmm? Who is it? Yes? Whoa, Itsuki.
こんばんは。
Hey, what's going on all of a sudden?
お部屋にお邪魔してもいいですか？
Oh no. She wants this. She wants this. Even though this is the wrong answer. She wants this. Come on in. Huh? What is it?
いえ、突然、ぶしつけなことを言ってしまってすみません。
Oh, actually, I guess it's a little too much to go into a guy's room at this hour, huh? But, I also want to spend time with you.
そうですか。では、お邪魔します。
Yeah. I'll wait till after the scene, then I'll give some thoughts about this. I never expected I totally expected Itsuki to come into my room. I did anticipate the situation. I totally did. Although the situation of being alone in my room with her is a perfect opportunity to kiss her, even though it's a terrible idea and we just started the route. Parson, help me out. I got you. I shouldn't be too aggressive. The trip has only just begun. I need to handle things more carefully. By the way, did you tell the others that you were coming to my room?
ええ、いちかには話してきました。ニノやミクが相手でもちゃんと話したと思います。
You don't know that.
みんなは私たちの交際を認めてくれていますから、黙っている理由はありませんよね。
Right. I actually have no idea what kind of interaction took place between all the sisters until Itsuki responded to my confession. They didn't tell me anything. However, I think they each came to an agreement that they could accept. Excuse me. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to go on this graduation trip together.
とはいえ、交際といっても、私たちは特に何が変わったわけでもありませんが。
I don't know about that. Anyway, we were both busy with exams after all. And as students, studying comes first. We couldn't afford to get distracted from university prep, just because we're in a relationship.
そうですね。上杉くん、改めてありがとうございました。私が合格できたのはあなたのおかげです。
I just did my job as a tutor. You passed because of your hard work. Oh, sorry, I read that totally wrong. You passed because you worked hard.
それでもです。あなたのおかげで自分の夢を追いかけることができるのですから。進学も決まって、 これからは
From now on.
これからはやっぱり
What's wrong? Hey, Itsuki?
もう少しここにいていいですか？
Huh? That doesn't really answer my question. Was there something you wanted to say?
なんでもありません。
I mean, it doesn't seem like it's nothing. If she says there's nothing wrong, it's always something.
言いましたよね。一緒にいたいと思ってるって。私もです。恋人と一緒にいたいから。
Oh, really? Uh-oh. As soon as I start thinking of her as my girlfriend, I don't know what to say anymore.
今日はいい天気でしたね。明日も晴れてくれるといいのですが。
It should be fine. The weather forecast says it'll be clear for a while. But Chekhov's gun says that's gonna change.
そうですか。
Speaking of which, about today's dinner, as expected, the seafood was beyond delicious.
お刺身の新鮮さには驚きましたね。
Sashimi sounds lovely just right about now. What do lovers usually talk about in moments like this? I have no idea. Well, I guess, like... What? Okay, so a good, like... I don't know about late night dating talks. It'd be like... What are your dreams for the future is usually a big one. You want to talk about, like... How you are feeling and how being in each other's presence gives you comfort despite any kind of feeling you're having at that moment. Is the kind of thing you talk about at night. Does it sound like I speak from experience? Don't worry about it.
そろそろ戻りますね。時間も時間ですので。
Yeah. Be careful going back. 3 doors over.
ホテルの中を歩くだけなので危ないことなんてありませんよ。
I'll take your word for it.
でもありがとうございます。おやすみなさい、上杉くん。
Yeah. Good night. What does it mean to act like a lover? I have no experience, so I have no idea. Well, there's no point in worrying about it. It didn't go smoothly, but I confirmed that Itsuki wants to spend time with me as a lover. That's progress. The trip has just begun. Tomorrow is when things really start. Yo, Fudoro, you so slow on this. Information for the morphogenic field, alright? That's the first time I've ever seen Itsuki in that outfit in this game. Because Itsuki was trying to, like, make herself look really sexy to him. Because Itsuki kind of subconsciously does that. I don't know, like, it sounds weird to put it this way, but, like, compared to the other sisters, Itsuki's got her head in the gutter quite a lot. And even though, like, yeah, I mentioned earlier that in the manga, Itsuki wasn't sure about how she felt romantically, but for some reason, like, some of her quote-unquote schemes involve, like, somewhat seducing him, which is very strange. And that outfit was one of those signals. My god, you gotta be fast on picking up these cues. Alright, day 2. Oh, just straight to the, No, I have been here! Okay, yeah, the, we'll make it... Oh, okay, that's why I got confused the first time. We have been here before. We came here once at the end of the Miku route, I believe. Nope, sorry, it was the end of the Ichika route we came here. Yeah. It was the end of the Ichika route we came here. So now we're going to this place at the beginning of the Itsuki route. Gotcha. Totally coming back to me now.
へえ、ここが海かじテラスですか。建物が全部白い。
This atmosphere is similar to Europe, or maybe the Mediterranean coast.
海も綺麗。いいじゃない。おしゃれなところね。いるだけで楽しい気分になるわ。
Yeah, this resort vibe is definitely getting me excited.
こんな場所があったんだ。全然知らなかったな。
ここは比較的新しい施設のようですから、私も今回の旅行の計画を練っている際に見つけたんです。
It's quite an unconventional tourist spot to visit as our first stop.
お手並み拝見なんて言われてしまいましたからね。月並みなプランではがっかりさせてしまうでしょ。それに写真を一目見た時から本当に素敵な場所だと思って、ぜひ来てみたかったのもあります。
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
ここって何があるの？いろんなお店があるんですよ。のんびりショッピングとか、あとは沖縄スイーツも楽しめます。景色がいいから歩いてるだけでも楽しそうだわ。ですが、まずはブランチにしましょう。ここはレストランも充実しているんです。
That's the Itsuki we know.
ああ、そのつもりで朝食軽めだったんだ。
私はそれでいいよ。何食べる？メニューも任せてください。沖縄の食文化について事前にいろいろと調べてきました。
Yes, yes, of course.
ここにあるお店もしっかり頭に入っています。ほんと、いつきは花より団子だね。それほどでも。
I think it's fine, isn't it? Enjoying the local food culture. It's also one of the highlights of travel, isn't it? You're damn right about that.
ですよね。旅の食事は団子でもあり、花でもありますよね。
Very true. I'm not sure I put them both on the same level. Well, sorry, just checking something there.
というわけで、まず最初にお教えしたいのは
Yo, let's go!
についてです。
Okinawan steak culture? Sign me up!
急に授業みたいなのが始まった。沖縄でステーキ？あんまりイメージないかも。実は沖縄にはステーキ屋さんが多いのです。アメリカ文化の影響を受けているんですね。それも私たちが普段食べるようなステーキとは一味違うらしく。
Steak for brunch, though.
なんと沖縄独自のステーキソースなんてものもあるのです。
That sounds amazing.
へえ、それも全然知らなかった。
I'm gonna get super hungry playing through this route, aren't I?
ちょっと待って。嫌な予感がしてきたんだけど、急にステーキを語り始めたってことは。行きましょう、ステーキ屋さん。
Nino's probably thinking like, that's not what I would expect from brunch, though, not gonna lie.
うわ、やっぱり。ブランチにステーキは重い。
And it seems a little too luxurious. True, like, yo, Japanese steaks, though, they're amazing, but they are very expensive. On the low end, each person is spending about $100 US. So this is a $700 brunch. That's what we're looking at right now. That's hardcore.
そこ
贅沢かは置いておいて、普通はディナーに食べるものじゃない？
You can have it for lunch. Fair. But damn, it's gonna be expensive brunch. This is only start day 2.
そんなことありません。ブランチステーキも美味しいです、きっと。
今日は一日あっちこっち歩き回るし、ここでしっかり食べるのは悪くないんじゃないかな。
Yotsuba's such a good sister. She's got her back. She's got Itsuki's back.
取った分のカロリーは確実に使い切れそうだね。
What? Why is it that you guys don't hesitate when you eat anything sweet, but at times like this, you all start talking about calories? Damn. Bruh. Never ask a woman that kind of question.
お兄ちゃん、そういう話はしちゃダメ。
Yeah, you tell him.
まあカロリーは別として、私はステーキでもいいよ。
というか、いつきは完全にステーキ気分みたいだもんね。
Just say it. She's a fat girl. Just say it.
今回のプランは、いつきに任せてるところもあるし、文句は言わない。ありがとうございます。
Come on, you gotta at least let us see this scene.
もう看板の写真が美味しそうです。どれにするか迷ってしまいます。
Don't you dare go for the $300 item.
私は少なめで。
私も。せっかくのステーキなんですよ。
私はがっつりいけるよ。
Funero's like, oh god, this is gonna be expensive. No. Authentic steaks are pretty expensive. They're more than twice the cost of steaks at family restaurants. Okay, so I gotta tell a story. So, when I was in Japan, not 2 years ago, when I was in Tokyo for D4 Fest. God, it's crazy to think it was already 2 years since then. But like 6 years ago, almost 7, yeah, 6 years ago, just over 6 years ago, just before COVID, I went to Japan, and I went to Kobe because I was told I had to do the Kobe lunch, like the Kobe steak experience. Dude, the Kobe steak experience, like, it's an experience. You have to try it at least once in your life. But be prepared to fork money when you do it. Because when I went on the lighter side. Because like 6 years ago, I was not making that much money. So I went on the lighter side. And I still spent $150 on Kobe steak. And that's on the lighter side. You could go like, well, also like I was splitting it. So for 2 people, it was $150. You easily could do that per person, like $150 US. Easily. If you go like a prime cut or something, like, yeah, you're spending like 150 and 200 US easily. It's not cheap stuff. So of course Futuro would look at like a menu like that, see like a steak for 150 US dollars, be like, oh gosh, it's so expensive. In yen, that would be like what, 15,000 yen? I want to say a little more. Let's just say around 15,000 yen, and he sees that on a menu. You know, there was that one time in the manga where Yotsuba takes Futuro to a Chinese-style restaurant. They had like a duck there, and supposedly they spend 120 US dollars. Or the manga panel shows 12,000 yen, and Futuro's just like, does this thing come with a room? Like, so much money. Considering the budget for the remaining days of the trip with Raiha's portion, I wonder if we're cutting it close in the red.
どうかしましたか？
Oh no, it's just that I was thinking about top quality stuff can add up.
ああ、そういうことでしたか。その点は心配しないでください。支払いは私が持ちますよ。
What the?
でないと、上杉くんはステーキセットのステーキ抜きなんて頼み方をしそうですから。
She's just making fun of him. I wouldn't do that, especially while on vacation. I'll pay for it myself.
だよね。さすがに彼女にお金出してもらうのは男の子としてちょっと情けないよ。
Whoa there, Ichika. He did not ask her. She's just straight up offered it. It's completely different. It's not embarrassing or anything. It's just.
そうですよ、上杉くん。ここはおごってください。
Yo, you can't throw that on him after. What? Why do I have to do that?
なんでって。なんでもです。
Ichika, you screwed it up.
ちょっといつきちゃん
You screwed it up, Ichika. Look what you caused. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just not possible. I'll be paying for myself and Raiha's portion, too.
おごってくれないなら私がおごりますよ。私が出しちゃってもいいんですね。
Cardinal rule of dating as well. The person whose idea it is to go out, that person pays. So Itsuki should be the one that pays because it was her idea to come to this steak restaurant. What are you talking about? Each of us can pay for our own meal like normal people. That is also an option if you're... Well, it's because of the whole like dating dynamic between the two of them, but...
ですが、それだと...
She's overthinking it. She's overthinking it.
とにかく、二つに一つですよ、上杉くん。私が出すか、あなたが出すか。
What exactly is your end game here? Yeah, she did not... Neither of them thought this through very well. Also... Alright, so each person can pay for their own portion, okay?
わかりました。それで...
Because Itsuki's trying to like figure out like what is the girlfriend experience. She don't know.
決着ついたの？
All the other sisters are like, bruh.
はい。すみません。お騒がせして。
Nah, it's my bad. If I could have treated you, there wouldn't have been a problem.
ですから、あなたの事情も考えずに無理を言ったのは私です。あなたが謝ることは。また話がループするから、その辺で。
Ha!
すみません。
私も、なんかごめんね。変なこと言っちゃって。
It was your fault. It was totally your fault, Ichika. Thank you for taking responsibility.
私が悪いんです。
No!
まあまあ、とりあえずお店に入って食べようよ。すごくいい匂いがしてきたし、お腹空いちゃった。
Just checking the camera there for a second. Why did Itsuki have to bring that all up anyway? Because she wants the girlfriend experience. But, you know, she had thought about that and asked before you picked the steak restaurant. Just saying. Alright, sometime later.
美味しかったわ。終
Dude,
わってみれば、ステーキで正解だったのかも。
this is getting lazy with these scenes. If you go an Itsuki route, you have to have a diner scene. What is happening here? We missed the first dinner at the hotel, and now we missed the steak lunch. Bruh.
ニノさん結構食べてたね。ソースが珍しいのもあってついね。酸味が独特だったわ。
Sounds lovely.
今まで味わったことのないソースでした。満足した？はい、ありがとうございます。
お腹もいっぱいになったし、適当にブラブラしよっか。
食後の運動だね。
Wait, whenever you mention exercise, I get a bad feeling.
大丈夫ですよ。ここで競争なんて言い出したりしませんって。
I don't know, Yots, but you've done a number of things that make me question that.
どこからでも海が見えるんだね。見てて飽きない景色。
きっと日が沈む頃に来ても素敵でしょうね。
さっきお知らせのチラシで見かけたんだけど、
Ooh,
夜はイルミネーションをやってるみたいだよ。
that sounds lovely. I saw something mentioned somewhere about projection mapping too.
ここって街全体が白いからスクリーンにするのにちょうど良さそうですもんね。
夜にまた来てみてもいいかもしれないわ。ホテルから遠くないし。
Oh, that's right. Hey, Itsuki, is something the matter?
はい、何がですか？
You've been following me closely from behind for a while. I'm curious as to why.
さあ、何のことでしょう。私は普通に歩いているだけですよ。
Well, that's fine then. No, dude, you dropped the ball. No, that ain't normal. I feel like I'm being stalked. What you should be doing is walking side by side with her. Maybe hold her hand or something like that.
あら、どうしたの？
Oh, Nino knows.
このお店のアク
She
セ
does
ス
not
も良
know.
くない？
お、ほんとだ。シンプルだけど目を引くね。
ふうくん、ちょっと見ていっていいかしら。
Yeah, sure. Do as you please.
面白い模様のもあるね。なんだろう、波かな？沖縄の伝統的な文様みたいです。こっちに簡単な説明がありますよ。
へえ、いいかも。沖縄に来た記念にぴったりだよ。
あ、オーダーメイドもできるんだ。そうなんですか？ほら、書いてある。特にペアリングのオーダーが人気なんだって。
Oh, I see. Couple rings are popular for things like commemorating a relationship or going on a trip to Okinawa together. There are things like this too. I can't afford it now, but I'll remember it.
上杉くん、これ買いますか？
Yo, Izuki's trying to like really play out the girlfriend experience, but she's just being dorky about it, which is like, okay, understandable, you know, you're like, you're 17, you have no dating experience, you're dancing around with being in love with the idea of love. Ah!
お揃いの指輪なんて素敵ですよ。欲しいです。買ってください。
Hey, Izuki, calm down. Your face is too close.
近くてもいいじゃないですか。
Huh?
だって恋人なんですよ。せっかく恋人として沖縄まで来たんです。二人の思い出として買いましょ
Well, I think the idea itself is good, but there's a problem.
う。私たちがお揃いの指輪を買うのにどんな問題があるんですか？
Nah, I'm poor as frick.
いつき。なんです？
Because those kind of rings, matching rings on vacation, they cost like couple $100 each. And that's lowballing it. You could go up to like 1,000 for a set. It's a lot of money. Like Futuro clearly does not have.
値段ちゃんと見て。あ、すみません。こんなに高価なものだとは思っていなくて。
Can we see the tag though? Let's see how close I am. Well, there's no need to apologize, you know.
いいえ、謝らせてください。またさっきと同じようなことを。
It's like Itsuki just suddenly forgot that they're just recent high school graduates. Like, yes, they're trying to enter into the adult life, but the transition between high school teenager, adult life, working, especially working adult life. There's some lag in between that. Just like the lag between my camera and OBS. So I'm just gonna reset that real quick.
ま、こういうのは結婚指輪まで取っておきなさい。
Yo, Nino!
上杉さん、頑張って樹に似合うのを送ってくださいね。
You guys, not helping. Not helping at all. Yeah, of course.
おお、これってプロポーズになります？
Hey, quiet down and don't jump to conclusions like that.
でもそのつもりでいてもらわないとね。ねえ、いつきちゃん。
Not helping any of you.
固まってる。
いつきさん、戻ってきて。
This is like the. It's funny just playing the Itsuki route right after the Miku route, because Miku's route was the whole like Miku struggling to like have the idea of being Futaro's girlfriend set in her head, and Miku struggled with that. Whereas Itsuki, we've gone down the complete opposite end of the crazy train track of Itsuki is thinking like, as soon as we started dating, we're now thinking about marriage, like immediately. And Itsuki's like, everything's marriage related all of a sudden. I gotta do the fix again. Ah, I don't know why it keeps happening like this. It's RAM. Honestly, it's RAM issue. It's hit my computer now.
もしかしていちかも変だって思ってる？
いつきちゃんのことだよね。
I mean, it's kind of obvious.
そう、なんからしくない感じがする。
When is she not?
私も同じ。普段のいつきちゃんはあんな風に風太郎くんにわがまま言ったりしない。
でも二人は付き合ってるんだし、わがままを言うこと自体は悪くないよね。これはあれかな、旅行なんだしテンション上がってはしゃいじゃってるとか。
Sound theory to me.
彼氏との旅行となれば真面目ないつきちゃんでもウキウキしちゃうか。
うん、きっとそうだよ。
Alright, to the Sorijo Castle Park. We've been here a bunch of times. I don't need to state it again.
この門は見たことあります。有名なものですよね。
Well, you've probably seen it somewhere before. Do you know its name?
シュレーモン。それです。なるほど、これがシュレーモンなんですね。
門ってことは、ここが首里城の入り口なの？
Well, you can think of it that way.
こういうのを見ると沖縄に来たって感じる。
海かじテラスはリゾートな雰囲気だったものね。
Yeah, this is a really nice atmosphere. What do you think, Itsuki?
はい、そうですね。
You get a lot of those backshot animations with Itsuki as well.
門に掲げられている額はどういう意味でしょう？
It says the land of propriety and decorum. Shirei means to uphold propriety. So it means the Ryukyu kingdom valued that.
へえ、お城に来た人にまずはどういう国かって知らせてたわけか。
この奥にいろいろあるんだよね。
Yeah. Let's go check it out. Again. Since Umakaji Terrace, Itsuki's been following right behind me, and there's no sign of letting up. And she's also being strangely absent-minded. Something's definitely not right. What does Itsuki want to do?
さすがにここは観光客が多いわね。私たちもその一人なんだけど。
Tourists in a tourist location. Who'd have thunk?
四つ葉、あまり先に行かないで。はぐれちゃう。
Yotsuba and Raiha are in the lead. Those two are really close. They always walk side by side. Ah, I see now. Whoa!
すみません、ぶつかってしまって。
No, it's my fault.
上杉君は悪くありません。私がよそ見をしていたのですから。
Thus, that makes it his fault for not focusing on traffic. Not really. I should have noticed what you were thinking. That's why Itsuki was walking behind me with a gloomy face. Like this, right? Good boy. You figured it out. Oh, well, I thought what you wanted was to walk next to me. Or am I wrong?
ええ、そうです。
That's why I said I'm sorry earlier, for not realizing what you wanted.
それも謝ることではありません。
Well then, let's go. Side by side.
ふーん。
What? What's with that smirk?
ふうくんも彼氏らしいことできるじゃない。
Stop wasting time with idle talk and let's go already.
うひゃー、こっちは大きな門。
シュレーモンとは雰囲気が変わった。
There are several gates before reaching the Seiden of Shuricho Castle. This gate here is... Huh? Itsuki?
すみません、遅れてしまって。
Ah, I see. Because my stride is wider, I leave Itsuki behind while walking normally. Rookie move. I need to be aware of these little things too. Jeez, all I do is study, like a nerd. I'm sorry, I'll try and walk slowly.
ありがとうございま。いえ。
What's wrong?
ありがとう。風太郎。
Oh, it's happening! It's happening, guys! Oh, camera just lagged again. Yeah, it keeps happening. I apologize for that. It's happening. The computer's on its last legs. You know what I also think it is? It's a Windows updater. I have a Windows updater in the background. It's happening.
あら。
Okay. Because I'll see in OBS, the thing will actually, like, OBS will lag for a second, and then, like, the camera falls behind all of a sudden. It's probably gonna keep happening through the stream. I'm sorry. I apologize for that, but... Well, until they get a new computer, I think it's gonna keep being a problem.
わお。いつき、今。
Right. She just called him Futuro for the first time.
上杉さんのことを。
Yeah, because I'm surprised that Ichika didn't... Well, I mean, Ichika calls him Futuro-kun, which is close enough, I guess. But because Yotsuba and Itsuki generally call him by his surname, then... of course, a change would have to be that they start calling him by his first name. They start calling him Futaro. In the manga, the reason why Yotsuba held off on calling him that is because it was a continual, like, she felt guilty about, well, several things. Being the girl in the, like, because she was the one Futaro met in the past, and then in the manga they made a promise that they'll both work hard and study hard and do well in school and whatever to make better futures for their families. But Yotsuba's a big part of her character arc is that she felt guilty that she wasn't good enough because Yotsuba's kind of not very smart. And so she felt shame that she couldn't uphold their promise. So she felt like she couldn't call him that. She couldn't call him Futaro like she did when they first met. And then that's why she's stuck with just calling him Usugi-san all the time. But by the end of the story, Yotsuba just calls him Futaro like normal. I mean, I guess at the point, like, if this would be true with any of them, that like by the time they get to their wedding day, they would call Futaro by his first name. But it's kind of funny, when we were playing the Ichika route, she just always calls him Futaro-kun. Alright, come on, damn you, work! Yeah, because that was something like Itsuki was like working hard. She's like, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. But I just thought it was funny where like Nino, when you play the Nino route, Nino just dives into it, just starts calling him Futaro like right away. And then Miku became like super uncomfortable with it. Yeah, it was sudden, so I was just surprised, but I'm happy.
上杉君がそういうのなら。あれ、戻っちゃった？仕方ないでしょ。みんなが変な反応をするから。
It's got a good point there.
ごめんって。でも、上杉君が嬉しいのでしたら、頑張って変えていきます。
Just keep working at it. The screen resolution got doofy. Anyway, it's probably not a problem. No, I'm glad to hear it, but don't push yourself too hard. Changing the way you speak is difficult, right? It was the same at the school festival.
あれは、上杉君がすごい顔をするからです。
Yeah, I guess.
それに、そもそも喋り方も変えていくつもりでしたし、あなたも、風太郎と呼ぶようにします。呼び続けていれば、慣れるはずですから。
I said you don't need to push yourself.
無理なんてしてません。したいからするだけです。
I see. This is just like Itsuki, to become stubborn once she's made a decision.
めちゃくちゃ注目集めてるわよ、あの子たち。
Okay, just testing the camera there.
こんなとこであんな大声出したらね。
Two nurses walk by and be like, oh, young flirting. Kawaii.
このまま他人のふりしよう。
Kinda hard when you all look the same.
そんな！みんな待ってください。すごいわ。豪華絢爛だけど気品があって、さすが王様のいるところね。
The autosave is telling me that there's gonna be some choices to be made.
ここ、周りの建物全部が正殿？
No, the Seidan refers to the building in front. The one over there is the Nanden, and the one beyond that is the Hokoden.
この庭にも名前がついてるの？
Yes, this garden is called the Una. Apparently, it's been a place where various ceremonies have been held since ancient times.
あら？どこかに茶室があるのでしょうか？
Huh? What brings that up?
あ、いえ、そこの案内板にお茶のサービスがあると書かれているので。
Sounds lovely.
お茶？
うわ、読めない。風太郎くんよろしく。
Sure. This is pronounced, Teicha.
知らないお茶だ。
No, it's not a type of tea. It means serving tea to guests.
ああ、はいはい。なるほどね。
My Chinese Tourette's came out there. I had to pronounce it a Chinese way.
三品茶と沖縄伝統のお菓子が楽しめるようですね。参加してみませんか？
さすがいつきちゃん。食べ物のことは見逃さないね。
Oh, come on. Don't say it like that.
違います。たまたま目に入っただけです。どこでやってるのかしら。さすがに青年はないでしょうけど。
It seems like it takes place at It seems like it takes place in a place called the Sasanoma, which is located further back.
さすの間？パンフレットによると、王子の控え室みたいなところだって。畳で和風の部屋だね。首里城内で和風の部屋。興味ある。休憩にもちょうどいいわね。行ってみましょう。
I'm game.
お茶とお菓子、楽しみです。
Haha, he's easily pleased. No choices yet.
お菓子
Yo!
がいっぱいですね。どれも美味しそうです。
Finally, we actually have a scene of them eating. Not skipping that. It was getting really weird for a while where we're playing the Itsuki route and there wasn't an eating scene yet. Justice has been served. That does look delicious though. So these are all traditional Okinawan sweets. There are a lot of things I'm seeing for the first time.
これは知ってます。チンスコーですよね。こっちは何だろう。おまんじゅうに見えるけど。
It's written on the menu. The one that looks like a manju is called the kumpen, and the one Itsuki has is called a hanaboru.
花ボール。名前からは味の想像がつきません。では、食べて確かめましょう。サクサクです。程よい歯ごたえと食感がいいですね。シンプルな味わいだわ。こっちのチールンコーはカステラみたいです。はっ、名前がかわいい。チールンコ、チールンコ。わかります。声に出して言いたくなりますね。
三品茶ってジャスミンティーだったよね。お菓子に合うな。
正確に言うと入れ方は違ったりするらしいけど。はあ、どのお菓子も美味しくて幸せです。
That's good. We want Itsuki in a good mood. Itsuki really seems to enjoy eating everything, doesn't she?
あら、上杉くん、まだ手をつけていませんね。いらないのなら私が。
I'm not giving it to you. Wrong answer.
大満足の時間でした。お茶もお菓子も美味しかったです。初めて食べるお菓子も多かったし、行ってみてよかったね。私は特に花ボールが気に入りましたね。名前の通り、花を思わせる繊細な作りには驚きました。
What would Itsuki really like though? This was mentioned, Well, the other sisters were teasing her about like the substance over style. The delicate design was probably handmade. It went really well with the tea. Not only did it look good, it went really well with the tea.
ええ、程よい甘みでお茶が進みました。おかわりしたいくらいでしたね。
Haha, is it even accurate to say that tea goes down smoothly? But it's true that you didn't just eat the hanaboru, but devoured all the other sweets too. Though it's too bad there weren't any leftovers.
さっきのは軽い冗談です。いつきが言うと冗談に聞こえなかったりして。四つ葉まで。もう。
Take a shot. Anyway.
なんですか?
You called me, Yusugi-kun earlier.
Huh?
What happened to your enthusiasm from earlier? As I suspected, you're more interested in taste and appearance. Once food is in front of you, everything else flies out of your head.
違います。そのタイミングを伺っていただけで忘れていたわけではありま
So
せん。
maybe the other statement was the correct one. Really now?
本当です。
そこの二人また声が大きいわよ。
Oh, no, this is just...
のろけてるわけじゃないとか言うんだ。それで。
Haha.
すみません。
Caught.
いいっていいって。付き合ってるんだから、のろけるのは当たり前。
でもこんな大勢の人がいるところではね。
はい、反省します。
反省したところで次の場所に行こっか。首里城はまだまだ見どころたくさんだよ。
うん。これではまだ。やはりもっと。
Itsuki, you coming?
あ、今行きます。
And now we move to the Kokusai Dori. After walking around the spacious Shurijo Castle Park and finishing our tour, we made our way to Kokusai Dori. Wow, what a busy street.
那覇の繁華街といえば国際通りという話ですから、これが当たり前の光景なのでしょうね。
お店がいっぱいだ。これだけあるとどこに行こうか迷っちゃいますね。
どうする？みんなで見て回る？
どうせ行きたいところはバラバラでしょ。別行動にしない？
それじゃあ、夕食まで自由行動にしよっか。時間になったらここに集合ね。
うん。じゃあそれで。自由行動ということは、好きにしていいということですね。
Yeah, that's what free time means.
もちろんそうだけど。
Now what should I do? I'd like to go with Itsuki if possible, but how do I invite her?
上杉くん、風太郎。
What is it?
よければ一緒に。
Hmm? Yeah, of course. I was just thinking of inviting you.
よかった。では、行きましょうか。
Yeah. Well, even though I was just teasing her, I haven't really prepared myself to be called by my first name yet. I need to get used to it quickly.
では、お先に失礼します。
See you guys later.
ねえねえ、いちこ。やっぱり変かも。
確かに。
何の話？
なんていうか、いつきちゃんが妙に前のめりだなって話。
ああ、やっぱりあんたたちも気になってたのね。海かじテラスでもそうだったけど、上杉さんにグイグイ言ってる感じ？
Because Itsuki is actually the clingy type. She's just kind of in denial of it. I mean, see, that's the difference between each sister, right? Like, the older sisters, Ichika and Nino, they're definitely clingy with Futaro. There just wasn't much talk about it in the story because they wouldn't care about, like, what other people think. They just do it. They're not worried, and they don't become self-conscious about it. Whereas, like, Itsuki is a lot more... How do I put that? She's a lot more timid than she thinks she is. Now, she's not, like, comical like Miku is, where Miku is, like, completely backs away because, like, in Miku's head, as I mentioned before, Miku struggled with the reality of her and Futaro being in a relationship. And that just compounded her already timid nature. But Itsuki's like a weird balance of those two things. She's clingy like the older sisters, but she's also very timid like the younger ones. Because Yotsuba's also kind of timid. Because of course Yotsuba's whole thing is that like she appears as if she's very confident, but there is that timid side to her. Okay.
確かに違和感ある。私もちょっと気になってたんだ。いつものいつきさんとは違ってるから。
Well, that's because quote-unquote Itsuki's usual self, the whole relationship thing was not even in question.
ライハちゃんもか。
でも違和感はあるけど、別にダメってわけじゃないよ。うんうん。二人はお付き合いしてるんだし、あのくらいでもありだよね。
Yeah, but that's just it, Raiha. Itsuki is not very good at that.
まあそうかな。ちょっと肩に力が入りすぎてるけど、いつきちゃんと風太郎くんだし。
Stop reading the script, Ichika.
そういうことね。ひとまず温かく見守ってればいいんじゃない？温かく。何よ、何が言いたいの？なんでも。
Okay, we got lots of choices to make, so we gotta raise up those points. Backstreet, souvenir shop. Alright, so which group do we want to hang out with first? Where are we going? Where are we going? I don't think I've gone to the back street yet, so maybe we'll go to the back street and say hi to Ichika.
この場所に移動でいいかしら？
あら、イチカ、何を見ているんですか？
っていつきちゃんに風太郎くん、なんで私に声かけてくるのさ。
Why? Because we saw you.
二人でデートしてるのに？
Yeah, but we're still gonna say hi to our friends.
デート？
Well, you do know that there are 7 of us in this trip, right? Good answer.
そうですよ。
And Ishiko, what were you looking around for?
何ってわけじゃないよ。お土産屋さんが多いのかと思ってたけど、食べ物のお店も結構あるなーって。
那覇のメインストリートですから、何でも揃っているのでしょう。
I think there's a market nearby that's even called the Kitchen of Okinawa.
沖縄の台所か。やっぱりゴーヤーとか売ってるのかな。
What a cliche idea.
別にいいでしょ。沖縄の料理といえばゴーヤーってイメージあるし。
確かにゴーヤーチャンプルーは沖縄料理の中でも有名ですから。 ちなみにゴーヤーはビタミン C が豊富で熱中症予防にもなるんですよ。
へえ、まさに沖縄にぴったりな野菜だ。
You know a lot about it, Itsuki.
ええ、せっかくの沖縄旅行ですので予習しておいたんです。
Smart move.
はーい、予習済みのいつきちゃんに質問があります。
はい、何ですか？
ゴーヤーチャンプルーは有名だけど、他にはどんなゴーヤー料理があるの？
えーっと
You haven't researched that, have you?
あまりにゴーヤーチャンプルーの印象が強くてパッとは思いつきません。
そうみんチャンプルーとかもあるけど、あれはゴーヤー使ってないもんね。
I think champaru means something like a mixture. It refers to the state of being cooked together.
なるほど、様々な具材を一緒に炒めるからチャンプルーなんですね。
じゃあゴーヤーチャンプルーはゴーヤーが主役のチャンプルーってことか。ゴーヤーってかなり苦い野菜でしょ？生かすの難しそう。
I don't cook, so I have no idea what to imagine.
そういう意味ではニノなら何とかしてしまいそうですね。今度ゴーヤーを買って帰ってお願いしてみるのも楽しそうです。
Indeed, she could probably come up with some delicious dish with a strange name.
やっぱり私が作ります。
Huh?
ニノにばかり任せているのもなんですから。風太郎にも食べさせてあげましょうか。
ほほん、これは
どうです？食べたくありませんか？私の料理。
This is such a stupid remark. And this is like, okay remark. This is the safe bet. It might not get me way up, but it's a safe bet. I would just go with the safe bet. I would like to try your cooking, Itsuki. That is so weenie dog.
任せてください。風太郎のために
I should have said the
ゴーヤーだって
I should have said the
美味し
work
く調理
together
します。
one. I should have said the work together one. That was probably the right answer.
いきなりハードル高くない？ゴーヤーは難しいって。
いいえ、なんとかしてみせますから。
気合でなんとかなる問題じゃないよ。いつきちゃんやっぱり前のめりだな。いきなり手料理だなんて。
風太郎は他に何か食べたいものはありますか？好きなものを作りますよ。
Hello, Lovebug. Welcome to the stream. Did I go to the No Kings rally? Dude, that was it like over a year ago? What? Why are you talking about like an event that's over a year ago? And no, because it's. I mean, I don't know if the city I live in would even have those. There's more now. Why would there be another one? But anyway, I have other things to do with my life than go to some protest. Like play visual novels and... US politics affect Canada land. I mean, yeah, but still. I have other things to do with my life. Whatever I like, as long as it's edible, it's fine.
こら風太郎くん、その言い方取り方によってはめちゃくちゃ失礼だからね。
No, that's fair. I guess it is a legitimate question. I did not know they would have new protests now for stuff like that. Because, I mean, things like that don't interest me anyway. So even if there were any around here, I wouldn't bother going to them.
確かに私は分かっているので大丈夫ですが。
お、分かってるって、さすが彼女は余裕ですな。
I got to try that. I gotta read some backlog here. So, we talk about her cooking. It's a high bar to set, you know. Yo, it's difficult to cook. Don't worry, I'll do my best. Sounds like a problem that can be solved with determination. You see, you're getting quite overly eager, saying talk about making homemade food. Futaro, is there anything else you want to eat? I'll make whatever you like. Whatever I like. As long as it's edible, it'd be fine. Come on now, don't be rude, Futaro. Depending on how you say that, it can be— that's true. It can be so disrespectful. Indeed, but I understand. So it's okay. Oh, Itsuki-chan understands. As expected of his girlfriend. So much composure.
そういう意味ではありません。いちかだって分かっているでしょ。
もう、いつきちゃんは可愛いな。ね、風太郎くん。
Don't put me on the spot. Alright, where are we going next?
どこに移動するの？
We can go to the souvenir shop with Ishika again and Raiha. We can go back to the back street and hang out with Yotsuba. Or we can go to one of the shops with Nino and Miku. Oh, I wonder how do you pick the the same place even though the people change? You're the same place twice in a
この場所に移
row.
動でいいかしら？なんだろうこれ。
四つ葉？どうしたんですか？
あ、いつきと上杉さん。ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんですが。
What's up?
ヒージャー料理って知ってますか？ほら、そこの看板に書いてあるのを見つけて気になっちゃって。
沖縄料理について調べた時に見かけた気がするのですが、思い出せません。
お刺身って書いてあるから魚料理かなって思ってるんだけど。
ということはヒージャーというのは魚の名前でしょうか？
Hey, Yotsuba, you didn't even read the sign properly.
え？
There's an explanation written below.
あれ？本当だ。ちゃんと書いてありますね。
は！
うっかりしてました。
Way too careless. Let me see now. Huh, it seems to be a goat dish. Hija is the Okinawan word for goat.
なるほど。つまりラム肉ですね。
いえ、マトンでは？
Both of you are wrong. Lamb and mutton are both sheep.
あれ？同じ羊なのに名前が違うんですか？
I remember now. Lamb is baby sheep and mutton is adult sheep. That's the difference. Nino might know more about this.
上杉さんも十分詳しいですよ。
Well, leaving aside sheep meat, goat meat dishes are quite rare.
どういった味なのでしょう？
Very gamey.
食べたことないね。
I mean, part of that's how they feed the goats, but it's very gamey.
よし、スマホで調べてみようっと。ヒージャーっと。ふむふむ。ヒージャーってヘルシーなんだって。
ヘルシーなお肉？そんなものが存在するのですか？
しかも栄養もあるみたいだよ。薬になるって言われるくらいだって書いてある。
Wow, that's some amazing meat.
でも味は癖があって人を選ぶらしいです。
That gamey feeling.
それは逆に気になります。ぜひとも食べてみたいです。ヘルシーということはたくさん食べても問題ないということですし。
Logic checks out. Of course you would care about that, even though you're usually overindulging anyway.
失礼ですよ、上杉くん。私は決して非常識な量を食べているわけでは。
What's up?
やっぱり風太郎も太っているのは嫌でしょうか？
Oh no! Don't tell me I have to make a choice. Oh! That's a very me answer, but it's the wrong answer. What do you mean by of course? I'd be worried if you lost weight. To be honest, I'd be more worried if you lost weight.
どうしてですか？
It would be troubling if you were to lose your appetite, right?
そうなる前に、風太郎にはちゃんと相談します。
Also, it's not just about losing your appetite. Eating too much to the point of being unhealthy is out of the question too, you know.
言われなくても分かっています。体調を崩して心配をかけたりはしません。ふふふふ。
What?
いえいえ、本当にお似合いな二人だなと思いまして。
What?
やりとりのあちこちから仲の良さが伝わってきましたよ。
Not that it's a bad thing, but it's kind of embarrassing to say it out loud like this.
そう見えているなら嬉しいです。
どこからどう見ても仲良しカップルって感じだよ。西地。
Yotsuba, you don't have to constantly repeat that. I know it's killing you inside. I mean, what?
夕方になっちゃった。あっという間だね。本当にあっという間でしたけど、いろんなお店を覗けて楽しかったですね。いつきさんとお兄ちゃんも楽しかった？
ええ、すごく楽しかったです。風太郎とずっと一緒でしたから。
ふーん。
ですよね、風太郎。
Yeah, that's right. As expected, Izzy is being unusually proactive today, or rather her energy level is high. It's not a bad thing, but it feels a bit strange. It just takes some getting used to. That's all.
ねえ、いつき。やっぱり今日のあんた、ちょっとおかしくない？
Don't give us a hard time, you know, we're just getting used to it.
え？どこがです？
どこっていうか、全体がいつきちゃんらしくない感じかな。
Yeah, because she's trying to force herself to act more like a girlfriend, and that's weird for her. I don't know why you guys are making a big deal out of it.
そんな感じはするかも。
Like, okay, I guess it is a big deal in the sense of, like, she is acting strange. But it's not a hard... The logic of it is not difficult to follow. And it just takes time of getting used to. That's how it would play out in real life.
別に悪いわけじゃないんだけどね。
I see, so it's not just me. Everyone else is thinking the same thing.
そんなことありませんよ。私はいつも通りですよ。
No, that's not how you go about it, Izzy. You should just say it up front. It's like... People would not... Only immature brats would give you a hard case if you said something like, look, this girlfriend thing is new to me. Like, it's gonna take a lot of getting used to. And everyone else, people, in real life, it would just be like, yeah, makes sense. Checks out. Carry on.
そうかしらね。
さあさあ、そんなことより待ちに待った夕食の時間です。お店は予約してあるんですから、遅れないように行きましょう。
いつき、まだ時間あるし、急がなくても。
この時のために美味しそうなお店を見かけても我慢していたので、もう限界です。
Take a shot every time Inori Manase goes, Aww.
言っちゃった。ご飯優先なところはいつも通りなのかな？
Oh, like yours isn't. It's true, our energy level usually goes up during meals, but...
とりあえず私たちも行こうか。
そうね。さっさとあの子に追いつきましょう。
It's just one of those doofy, like, once again, it's just me being an old man, but like, teen love stories be like that. It's like, oh, Itsuki's behavior is not that out of the ordinary. It's just the whole dating is new to me. I need to get used to it. Don't make fun of me about it, please. If Itsuki said that, excuse me, if Itsuki said that, the sisters would be like, yeah, okay. Alright, back to the hotel. We better get a dinner scene
お
here.
腹いっぱい
Son of
食べ
a
過ぎちゃっ
bitch.
たかも
Skip the meal scenes again, like, bruh.
美味しかったもんね
Yeah, I'm satisfied because I was able to eat a lot of Okinawan food today.
いつきも満足したかしら？あれだけ楽しみにしてたんだし。
あ、はい。そうですね。
じゃあこれからどうしようかまだ部屋に戻って寝るには早いよねでも観光に行く時間でもないよ
Upper lounge! Upper lounge!
だったらラウンジに行かない？部屋の夜景を見た時から期待してるんだ。
いいわね、賛成。
Yo, let's see it.
私は遠慮しておきます。疲れてしまったので、先に部屋へ戻っていますね。
Huh?
大丈夫体調悪いの
いえ、ちょっとはしゃぎすぎちゃいました。旅行のテンションは怖いですね。
Then let me escort you to your room.
大丈夫です。本当に疲れてしまっているだけですので。
But
みんなは夜景を楽しんでください。では、お先に失礼します。
行っちゃったああは言ってたけどちょっと様子見てくる私もいつきさんが心配だから行ってもいいありがとうございますライハちゃん
it really didn't seem like she was unwell, but I don't know.
いつきそんな疲れてた
そうは見えなかったわね。
多分だけど一人になりたいってことだったんじゃないかな。
That's probably it. There was a certain atmosphere around her that seemed to push people away.
ねえ、ふうくん。今日のいつきどうだった？
The same as you guys. She seemed oddly high-strung, and when it came to me...
前のめりな感じ
Yeah, you could say that. Not that I don't like not that I don't like it or anything. I just feel like it's not very Itsuki-like. See, like, this part is them overthinking. It's like... For Itsuki, from her perspective, it's like... The whole being a girlfriend thing is very weird to her. And it takes a lot of getting used to. It's early dating jitters. Just cranked up to 11 for comedic effect. All Itsuki would have to do is just be like, look, it's weird to me and it's gonna take a lot of getting used to. That's usually how, like, when you approach dating, couples that are smart, they will immediately address that. Be like, okay, we're gonna try this date, we're gonna start dating, and yes, it's going to be weird at the beginning. Everything is weird at the beginning. And just be like, be patient with me, let's be gracious to each other, and see the date through. That's how you go about it. And then when you enter a relationship, you have to have the conversation again. It's like, okay, this is new to us. Things are gonna be weird. We might say some stupid shit along the way, but let's be graceful to each other. Let's be kind and understand that it's gonna take some getting used to for both of us. And that's something that Futuro and Itsuki would just have to say, and then everyone else would be like on board. They'd be like, yeah, okay, makes sense. if you're just honest in your communication about, see, now I know like me saying this is like I'm an old guy. I speak from experience, so I know that. And yes, to anime high schoolers, it's not that obvious. I mean, you have to not allow it to be obvious for like anime rom-coms, because otherwise, like, you do obvious things, story over. and I mean, then you don't have a story, but I don't know. I just like watching the other characters like speculate what Itsuki's thinking. It's like it's not that complex.
そうよね。普段のいつきなら人前でフー君にベタベタしたりしないし。
Okay, we get it. She's not you. All over me. I mean, we were close, but
まあ、いつきちゃんも恋する女の子なんだし、好きな人との旅行ではしゃいじゃってるのかもしれないけど。
yeah, that. Probably.
ありえなくはないと思う。
I think it's very likely.
普段が真面目な分、いろいろと弾けちゃったのかしらね。
Yeah, lots of people do that. See, this is what I mean. It's like a lot of the stuff they're saying. Any of you guys with experience, you know, you'd be like, yeah, of course it is.
そもそもいつき、恋愛に免疫ないし、自分でも自分が制御できなくなってるとか。
That's a convincing argument, because it's probably the correct one.
恋愛に疎くて免疫がないのは、いつきちゃんだけじゃないけどね。
I don't have a response. I don't understand things like being romantic or having a sense of distance either.
仕方ない。あんまり暴走されても困るし、ここは姉らしく妹をフォローしてあげますか。
まったくもう、手間のかかる子だわ。
Oh, like you wouldn't be if it was you. I feel like I should say sorry or something.
謝るのはいいから、もっと反省しなさい。
Most of those would be fixed with some basic communication skills.
いつきと付き合ってもうすぐ半年でしょ。その間、ちゃんと恋人らしいことしてなかったわよね。
Oh, yeah.
受験があったし、気持ちはわかるけど、ふうくんがちゃんとあの子をリードしなきゃ。いい？フォローなんて今回だけよ。あとはあんたたちがどうなっても知らないから。
Yeah, because Nino's whole thing in the manga is like, if I see you slipping, I'm gonna swoop in and take Futaro myself. I understand. Thank you, Nino.
別に、お礼もいらないわ。
You're about to crash out.
こんなこと言ってるけど、ニノは二人を心配してるだけだから。
ミク！
Damn, snitching.
ああ、もうこの話はおしまいよ。さっさとラウンジに行きましょう。
照れることないのに。
ああいうところが可愛いんだよね。
Any advice to a youngster trying to up his bread instead of floating the game? Okay, don't use that kind of like language in my chat, please. I know what you mean when you wrote that, but please refrain from doing that. To try and up your well, I mean, I don't know what kind of job you have, and trying to yeah, but one, I'm not, so I can't, like, I wouldn't be able to read your comment like that improper. And secondly, like, I just, even if that was the case, like, now I know someone might throw the argument of, oh, you know, like, taking back the word, like any kind of word that can generally be used as a slur. Just trying, my mentality is that we should be above that kind of like doing it in spite of the oppressor mentality, which is where like a lot of the like taking back those kind of words, whether it's like the N-word or like whore is another one that's kind of been happening in female circles. And a lot of that, like the reappropriation, that's totally the word I was thinking of. The reappropriation of those words is kind of just like, oh, we're trying to stick it up to the oppressor history. But my pushback to that is, why are you letting that live rent-free in your head? Why are you letting that kind of like the oppressor mentality live rent-free in your head? You should try and live your life to be beyond those kind of things. If you had the power, you'd give me a pass. Even if I did have a pass, I still wouldn't use it. Because I like to believe that I like to foster a type of community that lives beyond the... I feel like I have to prove my moral worth over oppressors, which objectively have a lower moral value than I do. But instead view like how we judge each other's character by a higher standard of good and goodness, kindness, love, compassion. That is how I've always lived. Anyway, to actually answer your question, how to get better with the ladies. I mean, one, don't throw around that kind of language. That'd be step number one. Step number two. Honestly, like, once again, clear communication. Before you say that, hey, you want to go out, you should honestly just, like, throw, like, what your intentions are at the get-go. Yeah, it might seem kind of cringe to be like, I want to, like, to go up to a girl and be like, oh, I'm really considering long-term relationships. But don't be one of those, like, dumb craps that be like, oh, you know, put themselves in, like, situationships and voluntary low, like, short-term relationships. Like, what the hell's even the point of that, right? So, like, just be honest, be upfront. Which, like, yeah, we laugh about it when we were looking at it in, like, an anime rom-com with high schoolers, right? Because part of high schooler themed stories, in whether it's anime or you don't see it as much done very well in Western media, but the idea of like high schooler stories is the idea of like coming of age. So yeah, the whole like teenagers actually don't know a lot. While that's true, it's also like exaggerated in media to kind of make a point. But as you get older, you realize that like, if I just thought things a little bit, if I thought things through a little bit more, I could avoid like 70% of the problems I have. Your best relationships are short, sweet. No, that's cap. That's cope right there. Because real fulfillment is not something that's ever seen in like short term. And this is true about anything, whether it's relationships or like career or anything like that. Anything that is of real value is long term. And as they become long term, you realize that you have real stakes in it, and that's why you're willing to fight for them. You'll like fight like blood, sweat, and tears for them because of how much they matter. Anyway, let's continue the story here. It's at times like these that I realize it's all thanks to these guys that we are here. That we are where we are now. Itsuki and I are really happy, aren't we?
Uesugi-kun.
Oh, the Itsuki side.
本当にこんな感じでいいのでしょうか。
Just testing the camera here.
どうもうまくいっていないような。 上杉くんの反応もいまいちですよね。彼女らしい行動難しいです。何が正解かわからない。
I do, but I've said enough already.
ここはもっと情報を集めないと。とにかく勉強あるのみです。
I will transfer you power for the morphinogenic field. You can do it, Itsuki.
本やサイトごとに書かれていることが違うのが困りますね。こっちのサイトではいいと言われていたことが次のサイトではダメと言われていたり。
Ah, yes, the internet being unreliable at best. Yes, yes, of course.
そもそも正解なんてあるのでしょうか。いえ、もう旅行は始まってしまっている。やるしかありません。夜は何をすれば。観光地で恋人と過ごす夜。このサイトは参考になりそうですね。
This sounds like a terrible idea, but go on.
大胆すぎでは。ここまでするのはさすがに。でもこれくらいした方が自然なんでしょうか。やはりここは思い切って。今出ますので。
ただいま
ああ、いちか。お帰りなさい。ラウンジはどうでしたか？
ここ以上に綺麗な夜景だったよ。いつきちゃんも来ればよかったのに。
Hang on, hang on. So, there's a time gap here. So, earlier, Yotsuba and Raiha went to go check on Itsuki. And I guess we never get to see that because for Ichia to come back and then for her to talk about the lounge view means that the Yotsuba checking up on Itsuki already happened. We just don't know what happened, if anything. Kind of a weird time jump there, but whatever.
で、そうだ。四つ葉とライハちゃんはいつきちゃんを追いかけたはずなんだけど。
Oh, honestly, I should just stop talking because I guess the story's gonna cover what I thought exactly.
ああ、二人ならもう部屋に戻りました。
何か話した？
いえ、特にこれといっては。
そっか。
いちか、私ちょっと出かけてきます。
え？疲れてるんじゃないの？
少し休んだので平気です。むしろ元気なくらいなんですよ。
ならいいんだけど。
じゃあ、行ってきますね。心配してくれているのにすみません。それでも私にはやるべきことがあるんです。
Alright, she's gonna approach the room. We're gonna see what shenanigans they're up to. Even though they promised to support me, it's really my problem with Itsuki. If Itsuki is having fun on this trip together with me, but then acting like that, at the very least she's actively spending time with me and being a loving partner. That's something to be happy about, something I must respond to. She's making an effort to be proactive, and it's the worst if I don't reciprocate. I need to express my feelings too. But what should I do? Maybe a kiss? Huh? To show Itsuki how much I care. Ugh! Am I really thinking about something so utterly embarrassing right now? No, calm down. Nino said it herself, we haven't been acting like a couple, so I need to show her my feelings. But it's not gonna be easy, and I'm not just gonna let it slide. First, I need to set the mood. Should I invite her to the lounge now? But there will be people around. The night view might help set the mood. Ah! That's it! There's an event that's perfect for setting the mood.
きっと日が沈む頃に来ても素敵でしょうね。
さっきお知らせのチラシで見かけたんだけど、夜はイルミネーションをやってるみたいだよ。
Ah, yes. Thank you for reminding me that this was a thing. Yes, the event at the Umakaji Terrace. Alright, let's put this plan into action. That sounds like a good plan, actually. I am behind you on that one. Let's go for a night walk. Let's do it. Itsuki's gotta be in her room. She's right there. Oh, sorry. What timing? Someone appears just as I opened my door. Itsuki, what are you doing in front of my room?
違います。これは違うんです。
Huh? It's not?
たった今部屋の前に来たところでちょうどノックしようとしたんです。決してここであなたが出てくるのを待っていたわけではありませんよ。
Bouncy Itsuki. Alright, I gotcha. Calm down.
ノックした後どう喋ろうかなと悩んで立ち尽くしてたりもしてません。
Just calm down a bit, okay?
落ち着いています。
Oh, can you explain how you're calm then?
今の言葉で落ち着きました。すみません。急にあなたが出てきたので取り乱してしまって。
Well, even if you say that, no one signals that they're exiting a room.
そうですよね。
So, what's up? Do you need something?
それは。
Oh no, I'm making Itsuki uncomfortable. I need to take the lead! Actually, it's perfect timing. I have something to discuss with you, Itsuki.
はい、なんでしょう。
You didn't see the night view from the lounge, right? It was really beautiful.
いちかもそう言っていましたね。私も見ておけばよかったでしょうか。
It's no replacement, but would you like to go see the light show with me now? You know, at the Umakachi Terrace we went to during the day. They had information about the light shows and projection mapping. And well, I was thinking I wanted to see it with you. Of course, if you're tired, that's fine. I don't want to push you or anything.
それは二人でですか？
Yes, of course! Yes, of course. I want to go see it, just with you. I mean, all the other answers are clearly wrong based on all the context we've been getting. Come on! I'll take the freebie, though.
私もあなたと二人で過ごしたかったので嬉しいです。
I see. So we felt the same way, huh? Well then, let's go. If we dawdle, we'll be late coming back.
待ってください。
Huh? What is it?
みんなには何と説明しましょう。
Explain?
私たちがホテルからいなくなったら心配させてしまいます。一言断りを入れておかなくては。
Very good. Thinking ahead. Okay, then go let them know that we're going for a night walk.
大丈夫でしょうか。
We're not doing anything wrong. Let's be open and honest. Very good. Information from the morphinogenic field is transferring over.
確かにそうですね。わかりました。みんなにメッセージを送りました。これで問題なしです。では行きましょうか。風太郎。
Yeah.
楽しみです。イルミネーションもプロジェクションマッピングも。
Yeah, that's right.
忘れ物ですか？
Well, it's just that you haven't told me what you wanted with me yet.
それなら大丈夫です。もう済みました。
She just wants me alone with you.
言いましたよね。あなたと二人で過ごしたかったと。
Ah, could it be?
あなたが誘ってくれたので、もう。
She came here because she wanted to spend time with me. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Just like the other night too. Come on, man. Is she trying to create a good atmosphere all of a sudden? Yes. Yes, she is. Don't ruin such a good mood. I'll allow 0 mistakes, man. Don't worry, I got your back. This isn't totally gonna follow them, aren't they?
うわー、急展開だよ、急展開。本当にまさかの展開です。
They're reading the
静か
text.
に見つかっちゃうから。
There's only tailing them. To be fair, I expected it from them.
スマホの音をオフにしててよかった。見てるのバレちゃうところだった。それにしても二人で夜の散歩なんてやるじゃん、風太郎くん。
海かじテラスのイベントもちゃんと覚えてたってことでしょ。ふうくんとは思えないわね。風太郎も成長してた。
うんうん。もう今までのお兄ちゃんじゃないのかも。
You know that the other girls have no real reference to that, right?
けど、ふうくんがリードしなきゃとは言ったけど、ここまで飛ばしていくなんて。
いいじゃん、男の子らしくてさ。
別に悪いとは言ってないわよ。ただちょっと
Being a little jelly.
心配。まあそういうこと。
それって何の心配？
いろいろよ、いろいろ。
ふーん、いろいろか。
It's kind of funny to watch Miku like just make fun of Nino like that.
私のことはいいでしょ。それより今はいつきとふうくんよ。
けど、さすがに私たちはここまでじゃないかな。
Yeah, Yotsuba being the nice sister.
うん。二人の時間を邪魔しちゃダメだよね。
あとは二人にお任せということで。
Oh, you're not gonna
私たちは部屋
tail
に
them.
戻ろっか。
They're not gonna tail them? That's a little unexpected. I totally expected them to tail them, follow them around. It's something they would do. Alright, back to the Umakaji Terrace.
昼間は賑やかな場所でしたが、少し雰囲気が変わっていますね。
It's like it's calm now. It's perfect for a leisurely walk.
はい、来てよかったです。
The light show wasn't so flashy, but the buildings floating in the dusk light are almost dreamy.
ゆっくり歩きましょうか。せっかくの景色ですから。
Yeah.
この音は。
That's a sanshin. Someone is playing it over there. You know what a sanshin is, right?
ええ、三味線に似た沖縄の伝統楽器でしょ。沖縄に来てまだ2日ですが、この音はもう何度も耳にしていますね。
Yeah, I guess we become more familiar with Okinawan than expected. This is just a natural part of the Okinawan people's lives.
街並みはヨーロッパのような雰囲気なのに、この音を聞くと沖縄なんだと思います。でもミスマッチさは少しもなくて、これもまた当たり前のようで、この空気は沖縄に来なければ楽しめないものですね。やはり見て聞かないとわからないものです。
Absolutely.
それをこうしてウエス風太郎と一緒に感じられて嬉しいです。
I feel the same way.
いつまでも聞いていられそうですが、そろそろ行きましょうか。
Oh, the projection mapping is about to start. According to the guide, this is the venue? There are other people who seem to be waiting for it to start, so it looks like we're in the right place. Could it be that they're going to project images onto these stairs?
なるほど。これがスクリーンということですね。一体どんなものが見られるのでしょう。
Oh, looks like it's starting. Since we don't get to see it, I have to describe it to you verbally. Okay, particles of light appear on the stairs that go along with the music. Then it gradually increases. Okay, I like that. They do give me some images. Wow, it's like a sea of blue light. Sorry, wow, it's like a sea of blue light. This must be a representation of the sea in Okinawa. Creatures in the sea of Okinawa come out one after another. Small fish form schools, and giant rays and whales follow their paths of light and overtake them. This is beyond imagination.
はい、こんなに幻想的だなんて。クジラやウミガメ、それに様々な魚たちが本当に光の海を泳いでいるよ。こうしていると、なんだか私たちも一緒に海を駆け回っているような気持ちになります。
Yeah.
終わってしまいました。
I wonder how long the program was. It felt like it was over in an instant.
ええ、最後まで無言で見入ってしまいました。他の人たちもそんな感じでしたね。
Only the children seemed to be lively. They were so excited, wondering if what they saw was real.
とても不思議でしょうね。いるように見えても触れることもできませんから。
So what are we gonna do now? The projection mapping that we came for is over. Should we go back?
もう少しだけ。
Okay, just a little longer wouldn't hurt.
はい。あれ？人が見当たりませんね。
Home, probably. They might have left since the projection mapping is over. It's just us. There's no one else. This is...
さすがに、この時間では海はよく見えませんね。
Yeah.
でも、今この瞬間にも、先ほどの映像のように、たくさんの生き物たちが泳いでいるのでしょ？
Well, I guess so.
映像では、彼らは海を飛び出して、星空へと舞い上がっていきましたよね。
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that was the most beautiful part.
あの海で生きる彼らも、空を見上げて、広い空へと旅立ち、どこまでも泳いでいきたい。そんな想像をしているのでしょうか。
You want to join them? You want to join them? You want to join them, Itsuki?
そうですね。星空を散歩するなんて夢があります。
Just for the record, becoming an astronaut requires a considerable amount of effort.
もう、急に夢のないことを言わないでください。
Damn it, that was the wrong answer. No, if you're serious about aiming for space, I just meant you need to be more prepared. I mean, I was gonna help you with that. Oh yeah, let's go!
すみません。勝手なことを言って。あなたなりの優しさだったのに。
Well, I guess I went too far. Yeah, you had me going there for a moment, bro.
そうやってどんな夢でも笑い飛ばしたりしないで寄り添い真面目に向き合ってくれる。やっぱりあなたは私の理想です。
That's some wife talk right there. Yeah, he's definitely taking it back. Itsuki's throwing the wife talk in there. Itsuki, you're kind of touching me with your hand.
すみません。
No, it's fine. No, that's not it. If it were to end awkwardly here, I won't be able to change from who I was. This is the first time to show my determination and take a step forward. Yo. Anyway. I don't know why. It's untranslated. It's just like... I think he just gotta pause and then goes like... He's just saying her name. Although that's not normally how you would write Itsuki. But I know that like in the manga, sometimes it just goes like 5 and then pointer, which is another way of understanding like the word Itsuki. Because Itsuki refers to a star. And then you look at her hair clip and it's supposed to be a star, and then like the 5 points of a star. Which actually is similar with Itsuki in Tokyo Mirage. Which is hilarious because Anori Minase is also in this game, but not as Itsuki. I don't know why I just take it back by the funny text box. He's just saying Itsuki. Kind of in a soft tone. But it's just funny this is untranslated. Itsuki?
上杉君。
Just like Itsuki tried to be a girlfriend for me, I will be honest with my feelings for her. I want to walk by your side forever. Let's leave Earth and explore the sea of stars together.
はい。
I'll express my feelings properly, with a kiss, like a lover. But we're totally gonna get interrupted today because it's way too early. It's only day 2. Itsuki? Flack is the best way to translate that. Flack! Well, straight to my cheek. What happened?
私は
She freaked out. Oh, that's what happened. I tried to kiss Itsuki, and then she slapped me. Well, why would you? Oh no! Now we have extra drama in the story. Cause you just straight up hit him. She freaked out. She was so not ready.
上杉君。
And then she's gonna feel really bad about it. She's like, why'd I do that? Why'd I freak out?
何？はい、今開けます。なんだ、いつきちゃんか。おかえり。いちか。どうしたの？
私は彼女失格です。私はもう。
いつきちゃん、ほら、まずは中に入ろう。話はゆっくり聞くから。ね。
Dude, I was doing so well, and then she just like whack.
それで私だけ戻ってきてしまったんです。なるほど。
Totally different outfits for her. Well, I've seen the Miku one. This is a new one for Yotsuba. She's wearing something more classic.
事情は分かった。
いろいろ言いたいことはあるけど、
Completely different wear for Nino, too. No, I think I've seen this one, actually. It's just Yotsuba that's new.
いつきちゃんを泣かすような迫り方をしたなんて、風太郎くんはお説教だね。
それはやめてください。私が悪いんですから。
いつきがなんで？
それは付き合っている彼女として上杉君を受け入れられなかったから。
そうなの？
だってそうじゃないですか。彼女なら喜んで受け入れるべきだったのに、私にはそれができなかったんです。だからあそこでとっさに拒んでしまった私は上杉君のことを。
風太郎を
好きではないのかもしれません。
は？
Nino being like,
今さら何よ？どういうつもり？
Nino's like, you better be sure, because if you're serious, he's mine, you know that, right?
学園祭の後、すごく悩んで返事したのに、それが間違ってたってこと？
それは
間違いじゃない。見てればわかるよ。いつきは上杉さんのことが大好きだって。
本当にそうでしょうか。
あんたね。
ニノ、待って。
See, Nino's kind of really unhappy about that.
いつき、どうして風太郎と付き合うことにしたの？私も、ニノも、イチカも、四つ葉も、いろいろ言った。でも決めたのはいつきで、その理由を私たちは聞いてない。
Oh, Yotsuba has not said anything. At least not in the manga. Maybe there's some, like, noodle incident dialogue in the 5 months between the culture fest and graduation.
まあ、なんとなくわかってはいるけど。
ちゃんと聞かせて。今ここで。
わかりました。上杉君と出会い、彼に教えられたこと、彼から学んだことはたくさんあります。おかげで私は大きく成長し、夢を見つけてここまで来ることができました。だから彼に告白される前、すでに私にとって上杉君は心から尊敬できる大切な友人となっていたんです。
確かにそう言ってたね。
そんな中、彼に思いを告げられて、初めはわからなかった。でも私も同じだったんです。これからも隣にいたい、誰よりも特別な人、そう思えたから彼の告白に返事をしました。
Checks out.
それは全部間違いだったの？
恋人になっても何かが変わったわけではありませんでした。
うん。それで？
私たちは受験生でしたから、恋愛をする時間や余裕がなかったこともあります。でも今まで通りの距離と変わらないやりとり、そこに不満なんてありませんでした。だから私たちの関係はそれでいいんだろうと思っていたんです。
過去形ってことは今は違う？
以前あなたとニノが言っていましたよね。もっと仲良くしたいと思わないのかって。そんな煮え切らない状態にどうして耐えられるのかって。その言葉が心のどこかに引っかかって、だんだん重みを増していったんです。
私の知っている好きという思いはもっと違っていた。私の思いはニノやミクのような情熱的なものではない。イチカのように自身を焦がすような思いを抱えているわけでもなく、四つ葉のようにずっと心に秘め続けてきた深い思いでもない。わからなくなっちゃいました、自分の気持ちが。
確かに言ったわ。恋人ならもっと仲良くしたいものでしょって。
でも私たちは樹の気持ちを疑ったつもりは。いいんです、それは分かっています。二人の言葉はただのきっかけでしかありません。言われなくてもいつかはこうなっていたでしょう。私の気持ちを疑っているのは私なんですから。ねえ、もしかして樹ちゃん、この旅行で自分の気持ちを確かめようとしてたの？はい。お恥ずかしい話ではあるのですが、上杉くんの彼女らしい振る舞いをしていれば、私の好きとは何なのかが、そして自分の本当の気持ちがわかるかもしれないと思ったんです。
そういうこと。だからずっとあんな感じだったのね。
やっぱりバレていましたよね。バレバレだった。
あはは。
これはもしかして、樹ちゃんがそうやって積極的に接したから、風太郎くん張り切りすぎちゃったとか？
ありえるわ。彼氏として答えなきゃならないって考えたんじゃないかしら。
Can you blame him though?
ああ、想像できるね。
でも私はそれを拒絶してしまったんですね。きっと上杉くんも呆れていることでしょう。嫌われてしまっても文句は言えません。あんなことをしてしまうなんて。やっぱり私は。
はあ。
やっぱり呆れちゃいますよね。そういう意味じゃないと思う。
あのさ、樹。今そんなに悲しいのは、上杉さんに嫌われたくないからだよね。
それは当たり前です。だってほらね、好きでも何でもない人にキスされそうになったら普通怒るよ。樹ちゃんは怒ったから叩いたの？違います。
だよね。私はね、あんたが一人で悲劇のヒロインぶってることに呆れてんのよ。
そんなつもりじゃ。
だったら、つまんないこと考えてる暇はないわ。あんただって本当は分かってるんでしょ？
多分だけどね、樹ちゃんはさ、恋愛の形にとらわれすぎてるんじゃないかな。
That's a good way of putting it, actually.
形。
だから気持ちとは関係ないところで変な失敗しちゃったんだと思うよ。
誰かを好きな気持ちって正しい形とかこうあるべきとかそういうものじゃないよ。そうですよね。自分の気持ちを確かめようとしたばかりにもっと見えなくなってしまっていたのかもしれません。みんなありがとうございます。私もう一度自分の気持ちと向き合ってみます。
Okay, so to parse this whole conversation. Okay, so to parse the whole conversation there. So basically, what Itsuki is getting at in the arm wrestle she's having with her sisters is that fundamentally, Itsuki is afraid of change. So it's similar to the whole like similar in Miku's case where Miku's mentality was she was, how do I put this? She couldn't accept the change that was happening, that the idea that like she was Futaro's girlfriend in her route. So it's similar to that in the sense of like the change is scary. And so in Itsuki's case, she's really struggling with that fear of what it means and how it's going to change her relationship. Excuse me, how it's going to change her relationship with Futaro. So I kind of poked at this earlier where, you know, it's like a high school rom-com thing where like one of the big transitions for characters in such stories is moving out of the naive youngster mentality of being in love with the idea of love. And that's something that Itsuki's been arm wrestling with, because she thinks that like, oh, if we're just dating, then things will, you know, just kind of play out in a very like a very mundane kind of, how do I put this, dreamlike state, but not with like the struggles of dealing with real people and real feelings. And so when Futaro went in for the kiss, like being all romantic and went in for the kiss, that hit Itsuki psychologically, where she was like, oh, this is happening, like this is a real thing. She's not just hypothesizing, that's not the right word for it. Like, love is no, like, her relationship is not really just a hypothetical anymore. Like, this is actually happening. And so, that freaked her out. Because she was not prepared for a real kind of experience. She was too caught up in, like, the idea of dating, the idea of being in a relationship. Not the reality of it that involves, like, her and Futaro like kissing and being like an actual couple. And when that, but at the same time, Itsuki's kind of scared of that. And the reason why she's scared of it is because throughout, like, especially throughout the manga, they had this comfortable relationship as they were really good friends. And even though, yeah, they headbutt and they bicker and make fun of each other, they had a really good friendship with each other, and they had a lot of trust, and they always saw eye to eye. And that was something that Itsuki became very comfortable with. She was very comfortable with that. You know, if our relationship as it was kind of stayed that way. It was very nice, it was comfortable, it was safe. But when it comes to dating, and if you want to move beyond dating, like marriage, for instance, that's going to change. And you have to move out of that comfort zone. Of course, Itsuki's whole thing here was that she was scared of what that would mean. And the danger of losing something good that she already has. But when it comes to relationships, you have to risk that. You have to risk being willing to lose something. It is basically like a gamble in a lot of ways. You're gambling your feelings. That's why, like, love is a difficult thing love in relationships is a difficult thing in the world today, because as a society and as a culture, we've been taught to always do things the safe way, always seek comfort. But real love and real relationships isn't like that. You cannot just seek comfort. You have to be willing to gamble it all. You have to gamble with your heart. And that's a very difficult thing to do. It's not easy. It's a very scary thing to do. But if you're going to find that fulfilling, lasting relationship in your life, sometimes you have to be willing to gamble that. And yes, in life, sometimes you will lose. Some people, they pour their heart and soul into a relationship, into a marriage even, and then it can collapse. It can happen. And it sucks when that does happen. But at the same time, you know, to quote the NBA legend Michael Jordan, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And you can't let fear hold you back from taking your shot at love just because you're a little scared of how it's going to change things with what you found was comfortable. And that's something that Itsuki in this route has to wrestle with, because it is a scary thing. She has every right to be afraid, but at the same time, she also has to adopt courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to overcome it. So we'll see how the rest of this, we're going to play for a little bit while longer, but from this point on and it's only the end of day 2. So we still got quite a lot to go, I guess. But we'll see how Itsuki handles it, how she handles that fear that she's feeling. Let's continue.
どうしたらいいんだ?
Ah! It's all over. It's all finished. I've had a fallout with Itsuki. Why did this happen? Well, it's not even worth thinking about. I'm definitely the one at fault. No, you're not. Not really. Like, hardly. It's me. I'm the one who's at fault.
お兄ちゃん
Wait, I thought we were in
起きてる
I thought we were in different rooms. What's she doing here? More like dead than asleep.
起きてるし生きてるよ。死んでたら返事できないから。もうそんな世界の終わりが来たみたいな顔しちゃって。
My guess is that Yotsuba sent Raiha to his room to check up on the poor guy. Oh, but it is. Wait, why are you in my room?
ロビーでぼーっと立ってたお兄ちゃんを部屋に連れ帰ってあげたの忘れちゃった
Oh, I guess that is one way of doing things. I think I kind of remember that. Anyway, it has nothing to do with me anymore. At this point, since Itsuki hates me, nothing else matters. But of course we know that's not the case if we had the Itsuki scene first.
お兄ちゃんお兄ちゃん死んじゃったの
I'm dead.
これは重傷だ。どうすればいいかな。私の手には負えなさそうだし。
It's the end of the world.
終わってないってば。
上杉くん、
We're still on day 2. We haven't transited to day 3 yet.
ライハちゃんからメールだ。
風太郎くんのこと？
そうみたい。お兄ちゃんが死んだように倒れながら、世界の終わりだしか言わなくなっちゃった。見たことないくらい落ち込んでます。だって。
Damn.
落ち込んでる理由は、まあ、わかるね。
彼女にビンタされたら誰だってへこむわよ。
Yeah, I can totally see that.
でも、大事なのはこれから。
Yes, true.
これから。
いつきちゃんはどうしたいのかな？普通だとか、彼女としてとかじゃなくて、素直な気持ちで。
私はこのままでいいわけがありません。だったら私のするべきこと、いえ、私がしたいことは、みんなにお願いがあります。
Okay. Alright, day 3. That was a very long day too. A very long day too.
どうしたらいいんだ。
There's only 3 hours in the stream. And we're only just starting day 3. No good. Itsuki can't even look me in the eye. During breakfast, and even when we gathered in the lobby, she's been sulking the whole time. She must still be angry. There's no sign of her being willing to accept an apology, so how should I act around her?
風太郎、顔色悪い。
Whoops. Sorry. Nothing really. Miku, do not believe his words. When he says nothing, you know it's something. If Itsuki talked to her sister about what happened yesterday, I'd have gotten the crap kicked out of me already. So does that mean she hasn't told anyone yet? Or maybe, it's not what you think it is. Damn it. What am I relieved about? Even if I get beat up, I can't complain. I should just accept it.
お兄ちゃん、さっきからすごい顔してるよ。
Don't worry about it.
気になるけど。
We're supposed to go to the beach today. I have to somehow make time to talk to Itsuki. Even if she probably doesn't want to look at my face.
じゃあ今日だけど、海水浴とマリンアクティビティを満喫する予
Okay,
定でしたが、
we're changing something up. Beach episode is not
予
yet.
定を変更することになりました。
Ah?
ふうくんも構わないかしら。
Yeah, that's fine.
では決まりということで。決まり。
What the? What's with that wicked smile?
では今日は完全な自由行動日とします。みんな好きなところへ遊びに行きましょう。
ただし、風太郎は樹と一緒で。
Bruh. What? Me and Itsuki? The two of us?
そうだよ。二人で。
Wait a minute, why does it have to be like that?
どうしてってこっちが聞きたいんだけど、恋人同士なんだから一緒にいたいでしょ。そうだよね。
But doesn't Itsuki have a say in this? You can't just decide on your own.
私はあなたと一緒がいいです。
Huh? This is the right answer. I feel like this is the right answer. But questioning her also feels like the Me Too is the safe answer. So it's a question of which one of these is the wrong answer. Like, no, he does want to be with her. But there is a question to that. Like, what is her goal? And he kind of wants to know that. I would just go safe answer. Me too. I want to be with you too. Even if she ends up hating me, I still like Itsuki. If we keep silent like this, our feelings for each other might truly be cut off.
よかったです。同じ気持ちでいてくれて。
夕方までにホテルに戻ってくれば、あとは自由。あ、もちろん危険なことはしちゃダメだよ。では、それぞれ好きに沖縄を楽しみましょう。
どこ行こうかな。
You didn't think that through, did you? Bruh. They all left in a flash.
のんびりしていたら、一日なんてすぐに終わってしまいますから。
That's right. Things are pretty normal. I just don't get it. What does she think about what happened yesterday?
上杉くん？
Itsuki, is there somewhere you wanna go?
そうですね。明日行く予定ではありましたが、海洋博公園なんてどうでしょうか。
Oh, we're gonna do that? Okay. I'm game. That's where the Charami Aquarium is, right? That's good. Let's go there. Yo, when we were being sweet with her earlier about like wanting for her to like go swimming with fish, we're totally gonna do that. Let's do it.
では行きましょう。
All right. Yeah. I don't know what she's thinking, but Itsuki said she wants to be with me. For now, I have no choice but to believe in those words and move forward. Alright, at the Ocean Expo Park. A national park is... I already read that. Alright, the Ocean Expo Park. In the end, we arrived at the destination without knowing what to talk about.
さて、どこから見て回りましょうか。見どころはたくさんあるようですね。上杉くん？
In this case, whether I'm hated or angry, it's natural to apologize first. Itsuki, I'm sorry.
はあ、どうして謝るんですか？
Why? I mean, because I made you angry yesterday.
そうですか。怒らせたから謝るんですね。
Huh?
怒らせた。つまり、間違ったことをしたと思っているから謝ったんですか？
She better correct him. It's not his fault. No, not wrong. I made you feel uncomfortable, right? To the point that you wanted to run away. So I apologized.
前提が違います。
Huh?
私は嫌だから逃げたわけではありません。勝手に決めないでください。
This is why you gotta use your big boy words, your big girl words, and communicate clearly. Because that can sometimes make things worse. Huh?
あれは心の準備ができていなかったんです。突然すぎたので。そもそも付き合ってまだ半年なのに、いきなりキスだなんてどうかしてます。しかも人目のあるところでなんて。
Oh.
上杉くんは恋愛が下手なんですか？距離感というものを分かっていないんですか？
You're one to talk. You've been acting straight since we came to Okinawa, haven't you? You don't normally ask for things, or walk next to me, or call me by my first name.
それは、そうですけど。
I'm dating you, you know. I'm your boyfriend, aren't I? Of course I get carried away if you did something like that.
責任転嫁ですよ。そんなの。
That's not it at all. It's a legitimate argument.
もう、何ですかそれ。
Don't laugh. I'm being serious.
分かっています。
I mean, I don't mean to blame you for everything. I just have my own thoughts on it.
それも分かっていますよ。
Really?
こうやって言い合いをする方が私たちらしい距離感ですよね。やはり映画や漫画のような恋愛は分不相応でした。
Huh? What are you talking about?
実は
In other words, you were practicing actions that you research in books and on the internet, right?
そういうことになります。あまりうまくいきませんでしたが。
I see. The riddle of Itsuki's actions are finally solved. Okay, I guess it didn't take that long to get over this hurdle.
なんで笑うんですか？それなりに決心して打ち明けたんですよ。
No, it's impossible not to laugh, because you see, you told me that there are many things you can't understand just from textbooks. She did say that to him. Just for the record, you did say that. Yeah? Just do as you please. There are things you can only understand by trying.
そうでした。すっかり忘れて、自分が教科書に頼り切って。
It's a nice throwback to, like, throughout the manga, Itsuki constantly makes fun of him. Of, like, because he's supposed to be, like, a bookworm. So, when it comes to his relationship with the sisters, Itsuki would constantly say to him, well, there's more to dealing with, like, relationships, particularly with them, other than stuff you can just read in books. And so they're doing kind of a callback to that, and now he's making fun of her about it.
でも上杉くん、よく覚えていましたね。
Well, I guess. Itsuki's words at that time were like a guiding light for me. I couldn't forget them.
まったく、バカな話ですね。人にしたアドバイスを忘れて、同じ失敗を自分でするなんて。
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're just people. And you'll say and do stupid things. Because you're people. What's important is you reflect on it, you repent of the sins that come along with it, and you move forward. And make yourself a better person than you were yesterday. It's annoying to say this, but maybe we're really similar after all.
本当に不本意ですが、そうかもしれませんね。結局、恋について勉強をしたところで、その正しいあり方は理解できませんでした。でも、多分それでいいんです。そもそも正しい恋の形なんてないのですから。だから、私とあなたの恋の形は、これから一緒に作っていくものなのでしょ。
Yeah, that is how relationships are. Yeah, I don't know how it'll turn out, but let's move forward in our own way.
はい。改めて、上杉くん、これからよろしくお願いします。
Me too.
それでですね。これからどうしましょう。
Well, I assume look at fish. What do you mean?
実は、あなたと二人で話をしたくて、時間を作ってほしいと、みんなにお願いしたんです。
So, what's funny about this is that, like, okay, so Itsuki's like, okay, the plan is we'll just not go to the beach, we'll just, like, do our own thing, but I want to be alone with Futaro so we can talk out our problems. Itsuki didn't think it would take only, like, 10 minutes for them to solve this problem, and now they're like, oh, now we got the rest of the day ahead of us. So what do you want to do? That's why the schedule suddenly changed.
ですが私としては、海へ行く前に少しだけ二人きりにしてもらうつもりだったのですが、まさか丸一日も、なんて思っていなくて。
Yeah, like I called it. For sure, it was just talking. We didn't have to come all the way here. However, thinking about it on the way here helped me organize my thoughts, so it wasn't a waste of time. Well, since we're here, let's spend some time together. On a date.
デート？はい、そうですね。今日は二人で楽しみましょう。
Alright, let's get going. Alright, where are we going? This is the Emerald Beach, the Dolphin Show area, the Fountain Plaza. Where should we go for our first part of our date? Let's go to Fountain
この場
Plaza.
所に移動でいいかしら。
海洋文化館、見応えのある施設でした。
I learned a lot from the exhibits on the history and culture of the maritime people. I had no idea there were so many different types of canoes.
作った民族、作られた場所で、あれほど形が変わるものなのですね。それと、展示も興味深かったですが、プラネタリウムも楽しかったです。
Yeah, especially seeing the starry sky of Okinawa for the first time.
ホテルからでは街の明かりもあってあまりよくは見えませんからね。それに、
大海原を越えていった民族の歴史と文化、そして美しい星空を映すプラネタリウム。納得の組み合わせです。
The sea and the stars, huh? What makes you think of that combo?
まさか覚えていないんですか？
Don't worry, I got you. I got it in here. Huh?
海の上では星を目印に旅をしていたのでしょ？去年の夏、島に行った時、上杉くんが教えてくれたことです。
If you're new stars navigating or we're traveling on the sea, right? I learned that from you when we went to the island last summer. I'm trying to remember, what did they do last summer? I don't remember them going on an island last summer. Was that a thing? When did they go to an island during the summer? Because the last summer I remember was when, okay, in their third year. Because remember, he met them at the beginning of autumn of their second year. So if we're talking about last summer, we only got one summer to work with. During that summer, it was right after the Sister War story. And of course, a big part of that story was like Itsuki was trying to make it so that the sisters avoided contact with Futaro, because they all just had their whole thing in Kyoto. And then summer break begins. And so the only thing I remember is that the girls had to move back into the apartment because they were staying at like a little like townhouse kind of place. But that place got shut down, so they had to move back to their penthouse apartment. And then during that time, Futaro goes to the beach with like the rest of his classmates. But the sisters were not present because they had to do all their moving stuff. And because Futaro kind of missed not having them around, he decides to invite them all out to go like to the pool. The obligatory swimsuit episode. But I don't remember them going to an island at another point, because another thing that happens in the summer is that they Futaro doesn't like work at the dessert cafe because his employer, he like gets into a motorcycle accident. Yeah, not much else happens in their summer. I don't know what Itsuki's talking about. There must be another incident I just don't remember. Huh. Oh, I don't remember that.
海の旅に星は欠かせないもの。そう考えたら併設されているのも当然だと思ったんです。
Yeah, you're right.
上杉くん、顔が赤いですけど。
It's just that I'm happy that I remembered what I taught you, Itsuki.
もちろん覚えていますよ。興味深い話でしたから。
I see. Is that so? It's so heartwarming to know that someone remembers a casual conversation like that.
あなたは忘れていたようですけど。
Well, I didn't forget it completely.
冗談ですよ。プラネタリウムで星と海のことを考えていたら、ふと思ったのですが、そうやって海を旅していた時代に生まれた星座もあったんでしょうね。
Constellations? Come on, man. You're supposed to be the nerd here. You gotta know your astronomy facts.
星座といえば、今は有名なものばかりが思い浮かびますけど、本当はどの星と星をつなぎ合わせるのも見る人の自由でしょ。だから昔は空を見上げて海を行く人の数だけそれぞれが描く星座があったのかなと、そんな風に思ったんです。
I see.
孤独な船の上、見上げた星空のキャンバスに自由な夢を描いたのかもしれません。
A constellation just for them. You have a surprisingly rich imagination. I never thought of that.
そんなに意外ですか？私だっていろいろ考えているんですよ。
No, it's not like I wanted to say it was weird. I just thought it was charming.
え？嬉しいですか？
There's still a lot about you, Itsuki, that I don't know yet. Thinking about being able to get to know that Itsuki from now on makes me happy.
私の知らないあなたを知っていきたいです。
Is that so? Well, if we're gonna exchange our opinions here, time will pass by quickly.
そろそろ次へ行きましょうか。
Alright, where should we go next? Oh, what? I guess we only get to go to one place? After finishing our visit to the Ocean Expo Park, ultimately we entered the Chirami Aquarium, took a lap around inside, then came back around to the large tank.
どの展示も素晴らしかったですが、やはりこの大水槽は格別ですね。
Indeed, it's the highlight of this place.
本当にずっと見ていられそうです。色とりどりの魚やマンタ、そしてジンベエザメ。
Did you like it that much? You seem completely absorbed in it all.
これだけ大きな水槽の中でも、ひときわ巨大な生き物ですからね。目で追わずにはいられません。
The impact is certainly on a different level.
圧倒されるのはもちろんなのですが、見ていると心が癒されるんです。なぜでしょう？
Maybe because they swim so leisurely.
かもしれませんね。自分でもどうしてお気に入りなのかわかりません。でも、一日くらいなら見飽きることはなさそうです。
If that's the case, should we go to the cafe and watch from there?
ああ、大水槽のそばのカフェですか。間近で眺めながら一息なんて素敵ですよね。案内にあったお魚のラテアートも可愛らしかったです。きっとイチカも気に入ります。
Ichika would?
イチカはよくああいうものを写真に撮って SNS にアップしていますから。
I remember, and I made a stupid decision during that conversation. I remember. What a trendy, stylish thing to do. It's a world very far from my own.
そんなこと言わずに、上杉くんも少しくらいは SNS の使い方を覚えた方がいいと思いますよ。
It's interesting we're having this conversation with Itsuki though. Well, I'll consider it.
もう気のない返事ですね。そんなことだから四つ葉におしゃれ下級者なんて言われてしまうんです。
Ugh. But she's talking about clothes, right?
同じです。自分に縁のないものだと決めつけているでしょ。
Don't rub it in.
あなたをやり込められるなんていい気分です。そういえばこの子ジンベエザメというからにはサメなのですよね。
Of course, why would you suddenly be asking me something so obvious?
いえ、四つ葉がどういう反応をするかなと思いまして。四つ葉はサメが出てくる映画が好きなのですが、どれももっと獰猛というか、ジンベエザメとはだいぶ違うので。
I'm sure whale sharks would be quite ferocious when the time arises. It depends on the species. Wasn't there a Dr. Shark's room over there? Yotsuba would love it there. I can easily imagine her getting excited seeing all the shark jawbones lined up there.
ええ、きっと大はしゃぎですよね。
I do think it's childish, but it's one of Yotsuba's good qualities that she can honestly express her feelings toward things she likes.
ええ。
Huh? What's wrong?
いえ、好きなものといえば、ミクがイルカショーを見たがっていたんです。それを思い出して。
The dolphin show? We couldn't see it because of the timing, but that looks good too.
残念ですが、次の楽しみにとっておきましょう。
Right. Leave it so we have a reason to come back here again.
あれ、見てください、上杉くん。あのカラフルな魚、見覚えがありませんか？
No, it's the first time I've seen it.
そうですか？どこかで見たことが。ああ、思い出しました。ニノがこんな服を持っています。
Interesting. Why are we talking about all the sisters all of a sudden? Clothes. What is it? A dress that looks like a fish? I can't imagine it.
いえ、なんというか、色やヒラヒラした感じがすごく似ているんです。上杉くんも一目見れば私の言っていることが理解できます。
Well, if she wore it here, she would match. Haha. It's funny to imagine.
いいかもしれません。ニノに持ってきてもらいましょうか。
Assuming she brought it to the trip, it's not like she has her entire wardrobe with her. They might think she's one of the fishes.
きっとお魚にびっくりされますね。どうして仲間が水槽の外にいるのかって。あ、
What's wrong now?
いえ、なんだか私たちみんなの話ばかりしています。
That is something you girls tend to do? I suppose that's true. I didn't realize it though. I did.
こういう会話は世間一般ではきっと恋人らしいものではないのでしょうね。
No, not true. Talk about family is always important. Probably, but isn't it okay? This is our own unique way.
私たちらしい形。
You're one of the quintuplets, so it's natural to talk about them. Besides, even if we talk about them, that doesn't change the fact that we're, lovers.
はい、そうですね。今はそれでいいんだって思います。私たちらしく。
ちょっと四つ葉出すぎ。
Okay. There it was. I like that. You said at some point that the sisters would have been caught tailing them.
リボンが見えちゃう。あ、やば。
あれって。
いつきちゃん、こっち見てなかった？
バレちゃったかも。
Because she knows.
上杉くん、そろそろ外へ出ましょうか。
Is it okay? We still have time, and we can watch more whale sharks.
そうしたい気持ちはありますが、せっかくの沖縄旅行です。せっかく
Oh, sorry.
二人の時間をもらえたんですから。そうしたい気持ちはありますが、せっかくの沖縄旅行です。他にも見たいものがたくさんあります。せっかく二人の時間をもらえたんですから。
Okay then, let's go. Yeah, this is totally got caught. But Iski's being a good sport, not ratting them out right away. So what should we do? Today is a free day, so let's go wherever you want, Itsuki.
私は上杉くんが興味のある場所でいいですよ。
Is that so? I'm interested in historical sites like castles, but Okinawa is so big. It might be tough to go there right now.
お城ですか？
There's a place where the castle walls have been restored, like Nakagusuku Castle.
ああ、それは最終日、沖縄ワールドへ向かう際に立ち寄れたらと考えているんです。
Oh, that's right. Well then, oh no, there are too many options to choose from.
沖縄は魅力のある場所ばかりで困ってしまいますね。
The big troubles of traveling, in a nutshell. Come to think of it, tomorrow's plan was to go to Ocean Expo Park and then head to American Village. American Village, that's a shopping mall, correct?
はい、 その名の通りアメリカをイメージした建物があってゆっくり過ごすにはいい場所だと思います。
Okay, let's go there then.
ええ、そうしましょう。悩む時間も惜しいことですし。
Oh, we didn't get to go scuba diving? Maybe we'll get to do that in the beach episode.
しみじみ思いますが、私たちはアドリブが苦手ですね。
Huh, well that's for sure. I'm also the type to plan out my travels precisely. I can't decide intuitively like this.
これも私たちらしさということでしょうか。
Let's go with that for now. Right, let's head to American Village.
はい。
Alright, the Mahama American Village.
驚きました。本当に海外の街に迷い込んでしまったようです。
Yeah, it lives up to its name. Oh, there's a signpost. Let's check out where everything is located first.
これはとても広いのですね。
It's divided into several areas, and each area has its own shops.
全部回っていたら日が暮れてしまいます。きちんと絞り込んでおかなくては。
Oh, you have the rest of the day. We relax. We don't have to go that far. We can just visit the places we want, as we please. There's no one to argue with us anyway.
好きなように。そうですね。普段ならみんなの行きたい場所がバラバラで苦労しますが、今日はあなたと二人ですから。
That's right. Come to think of it, where'd they go? Are they listening to us?
さあ、どこでしょう。
What's with that mysterious tone? Are you still up to something?
いいえ、本当に知りませんよ。企みもありませんから。
Well, other than that Itsuki knows that they're being tailed.
さあ、行きましょう、上杉くん。
どこに移動するの？
Okay, we can go to Shopping Zone B, Shopping Zone C, but let's be honest, I saw Restaurant Zone and I'm like, that's where we're going with
この場所
Itsuki.
に移動でいいかしら？
上杉くん、お腹空いてきませんか？
No, but I know you are. What kind of response are you expecting from me here?
変に深読みしないでください。結構歩き回っていますし、お腹が空いて当然でしょ。
I was just kidding. Actually, I am feeling a bit hungry myself. But just for a light snack though, okay? I don't want to pig out or anything.
どうしてそこで念を押すのですか？もう、ちょうどいいお店があるので提案してみただけですよ。
A good place?
ポーク卵おにぎりの専門店です。
Nice. Oh, that's the Okinawan soul food, right?
そうです。一度は食べてみたくて。
Hey Gauntless, welcome to the stream. So you were heading towards the shop before even asking me about my hunger level?
そんなことありませんけど。
It's okay. Your eyes are wandering. Anyway, never mind that. This menu has quite a few options.
サイドメニューも充実していますね。ゴーヤーの天ぷらなんて美味しそうです。
We were talking about that earlier.
これは悩んでしまいますが、やっぱり。
In the end, we both went with the plain pork and egg rice ball.
やはりまずは定番からです。
And go with their specialty. Well, classics are classics for a reason. That's a safe answer. Man, all these are like good responses though. It'll all be delicious. Let's go with the classic then. What's with that look?
どれも美味しいのは間違いないと思いますが、上杉くんはそもそも味の区別が。
Bruh. She cooking them. I'm not that bad. I can at least tell the difference in rice ball fillings. Jeez, let's just eat already.
そうですね。出来たての温かいうちが一番美味しいはずです。
Don't tell me I picked the wrong choice with that. Oh my god, that was the wrong choice? Are you for real?
はーん。
Bruh. I should have gone with the safe answer. This is...
美味しいです。
Ah, the saltiness is just perfect.
ポークには最初から塩味がついているんです。その味だと思いますが、それだけでこんなに美味しいなんて驚きです。卵との相性がなせる技なんでしょうか。
In Okinawa, they eat this for breakfast, right? It's definitely enough to keep you energized for the whole day.
しっかりとした味なのに、どこか優しいというか。止まりません。もう一個いけちゃいそうです。
As expected of Itsuki, she looks so happy when she eats. Just watching her makes me happy too.
あ、何ですか？ジロジロ見て。
When I watch you eat, it makes the food taste even better.
それは褒めているんですか？
That's the plan.
なんだか複雑な気分です。
Damn, I can't believe I picked the wrong choice with that one. It's okay though. We are doing really well at the beginning, so we have room for a little bit of error.
あ、上杉くん、待ってください。
What's up? Is there something you wanted to check out?
このお店を見ていきたくて。
Is this a glassware show? Ah, is this Okinawa glassware? This is also famous.
ええ、そのようです。アクセサリーや小物も充実しているのですね。
I guess there's more to glass than what I had imagined.
は
She's really absorbed.
あ、このガラス細工には心惹かれるものがあります。冷たいはずなのに温かみがあるような。
Does she like Okinawa glassware? Come to think of it, I'm sure there was... Hey, Itsuki, have you ever heard of Ryukyu Glass Village?
あります。旅行の計画を練っている時に見ました。ちょっとスマホで調べてみますね。ありました。工房の見学だけでなく、グラスなどの制作体験もできるようです。
You can make it yourself.
ええ、さすがに全工程をやるのは難しいので、一部だけのようですが。
Making glass, huh? Hey, Itsuki, if you want, would you like to go? I'm also interested in Ryukyu glass now.
はい、私も行ってみたいです。予定にはなかった場所ですが、予定通りである必要はありませんからね。
Are we actually getting good at improvising?
では向かいましょうか。
Yeah.
みんな、ごめんなさい。ここから先は内緒にさせてもらいますね。
What?
だって今、上杉くんは私だけのものですから。
Oh?
やつば、どう？ダメ、完全に見失っちゃった。
うわぁ、油断したな。
気づいたら消えちゃってたね。
どこに行ったんだろう。海洋博公園からアメリカンビレッジの流れって明日の予定だよね。
そうよ。あの二人のことだから予定通りに動いてたんだと思うけど。
次ってどこ？
それが夕方までここにいるはずで、だから油断しちゃったんだよね。
となると巻かれた？
やっぱり美ら海水族館でリボンが見えてた？ごめん。
あそこでバレてたらもっと早く声かけてくるよ。もうちょっと探してみる？どこかお店に入ったのかもしれない。
ここまででいいでしょ。
いいの？
ふうくんもいつきもいつもの感じだったし、これならあの子が泣かされる心配はないわね。
うん、もう大丈夫だよ。風太郎もいつきも。じゃあ尾行はここまでで、ここからは私たちも自由行動にしよっか。
そうだね、お邪魔になっちゃうし。
考えてみたらここまでついてくるなんて、私たち妹に過保護すぎない？
それニノが言う？一番心配そうな顔してたのに。
してないわよ。
ごめんなさい、ライハちゃん。私たちに付き合わせちゃいまして。私も気になってたし。
Ryan's having a blast.
みんなも、お兄ちゃんみたいに妹には甘いんだなーって。そうはっきり言われちゃうと。
まあ、甘いって言われても、否定はできない。
そうね。
Yo, that's a long distance. The largest... Alright, this is a new location. The Ryukyu Glass Village. The largest handmade glass workshop in the prefecture within Idomon City.
さて、行くか。
Oh, is this the main building?
中にギャラリーやショップがあるようです。
It's quite unique.
そうですね。沖縄の観光地を巡ってきましたが、ここはまた違った雰囲気です。
I assume it's more like a factory. It's very colorful overall, but why is it all tiled?
よく見てください。あの建物のタイル、少し変わっているような。
Different. Now that you mention it, when you approach the pillar and look closely, could this be glass?
驚きです。タイル一枚一枚がガラスでできているのですか。
Glass tiles at a glass factory. Who'd have thunk? That's amazing. The name Glass Village is not just for show.
隣にあるのが工房でしょうか。何か作業をしている音が聞こえますね。
I think they offer glass blowing trial sessions there.
そのようですが、こうして音を聞くだけではどんな作業をするのか想像できません。
Oh, there are various other courses available. Let's take a look at the brochure.
本当ですね。アクセサリー作りの体験などもできるようです。ですが、ここはやはり吹きガラスですね。
Well, you seem pretty enthusiastic. Shall we go to the workshop right away?
その前に休憩しませんか？この建物の中にレストランがあるようですから。甘いものを食べて体験学習への英気を養いましょ
う。Glass blowing, huh? That does seem most likely... Sorry, that does seem most likely, and since Itsuki wants to experience it... Huh? What's up?
ださい、上杉くん。天井にステンドグラスが。
It's a nice pick. I like it. It's very cute. Whoa, this is amazing too.
なんて綺麗。ステンドグラスが光を受けると、こんな風に輝くんですね。
Oh, this must be that Ryukyu glass too, right?
一体、どれだけの時間や技術、そして作り手の情熱が注ぎ込まれているのでしょう。背筋が伸びる思いがします。これを見られただけでも、来た甲斐がありました。
Hey, hey, the main event is yet to come.
上杉くん、ここへ誘ってくださって、ありがとうございます。あなたが提案してくれなければ、この美しさを目にすることはできませんでした。
Well, I just thought of it because you were so interested in Ryukyu glass.
その心遣いに感謝しているのですよ。あなたはそうやって、いつも私に寄り添おうとしてくれるんです。
You do be like that. Is that so?
あなたの心遣いで見れたこの光景は、二人だけの思い出ですね。
Only the two of us. Yeah, that's right. The others won't come here anyway.
ええ、みんなは知らないと思います。みんなは知らない、私たちだけの大切な思い出になりました。
Yeah.
もうしばらく見ていてもいいですか？
Sure. Look as long as you like. It helps that she's looking at that. My face must be bright red. I'm glad Itsuki was so into the stained glass, I can calm down now. A memory just for the two of us, huh? If we could continue to build these kind of memories together from now on? No. We will.
<sighs> 緊張しました。終わった途端にどっと疲れが。
Okay, so we're gonna end the stream here today. Hope you guys enjoyed the Quintessential Quintuplets, 5 memories spent with you. We're gonna be back on Thursday at 2 o'clock Pacific time to complete the Itsuki route and begin the Yotsuba route. So that's the plan for next stream. We'll be back once again on Thursday at 2 o'clock Pacific time. Until then, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And I'll see you guys next time. God bless you. And see you guys later.
セーブするの？いいの？タイトルに戻るわよ。